All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome,
Boys and girls,
people of Earth. It's been four
Caesars
fucking.
of all ages.
It's been 4 fucking months since we've last ventured into the yeah. What would you say? This is actually probably a contemporary city in 2025, Harran, right? It's not
I
too much
mean,
different than
like,
Detroit.
except for the corpse content, it's actually just a regular city.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I mean,
It has been way too fucking long since we jumped back into this. That's for damn sure.
yeah. Well, life is kind of both not in like any bad way, but I mean we've just been having busy life
Oh yeah,
shit going on.
it's just been busy.
Yeah, and like really now is the I guess it's a good stretch of time for me to revisit this game with you, Fred, and obviously like fucking at some point beating Metal Gear Solid 4. I love how
How many games have we talked about like finishing to continue off from this, and we still haven't beaten this game?
well I'll tell you some positives of us waiting is this game did come out with a huge update that's like updated the graphical fidelity and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah.
So that's been good. Um, but yeah, I mean, one of the good things too is hopefully Fred figures out how to set up Discord with OBS with like his
I
setup.
mean, it seems like it seems like Discord now just naturally it has OBS features that I can like equip to the game. Why am
Yeah.
I at? Wait a second. Why am I at Harran?
I
Wait, why am I here? Weren't we in the other area?
yeah, we should be in Old Town.
Yeah, I just hit continue, and all of a sudden you.
All right.
This is seriously.
We need to
Why
make
the
sure the
fuck am
signal's
I?
strong enough to get past the
Why am I
jamming.
here?
Installing the
Wait a
amplifier
second.
on
I
the tele's
tested this earlier, and it
Harran
like
should do the trick.
spawned me in the
Hopefully.
normal location. Now
Somebody says
almost
the
all of a
safest way
sudden
there is
back
through the
here.
sewers.
What the
You
fuck?
know, you know why, Fred? Because everything it looks like everything's been working good from a technical perspective. So the, the universe just had to fuck with us somehow.
The universe just had to throw me a curveball for no fucking reason.
Oh
I
man.
assume this thing is just giving me the it's telling me just to teleport up.
Oh,
So why did it spawn me here? It knows I have to go back.
hey, just let me. I'm gonna head in the settings. It looks really good, the lighting, but I'll tell you, boy, did they. I must. They must. Yeah, I'm turning off that film grain effect. I am not a huge fan of that in games.
Oh, they added a film grain effect. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's even like a black and white mode you can do to give it some George
Ah,
Romero.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, chromatic aberration and oh shit, now we're teleporting.
We're
We need to
teleporting.
make sure the signal's strong enough to get past the
But
jamming.
what I was gonna say
Installing the amplifier on the
about
tele's
Discord is
antenna
the good thing
tower.
about that is Fred and I will be able to stream games like on Switch and PlayStation, um,
Yeah.
a little bit easier with
All it is a learning process. Like what I've noticed like really quick is like none of this stuff is hard. You just got to know how to like set the values and stuff. Let me
Yeah,
turn off my film grain. And did you leave chromatic aberration on or
I
off?
did. I did. I usually don't mind that in games. It depends
Yeah,
on.
you usually like as long as it's not like one of these high fidelity like fucking we're trying to make you really see the graphics type of games. Usually the chromatic aberration is just like oh you look into the sky and you see a sunspot.
I'll tell you, a game where I turned off a lot of that bullshit was Expedition 33. I think it looks way better without a lot of that weird post.
Honestly, in like unless you're like running in performance mode, like honestly, like fidelity mode is nice, but the frame rate's so much slower than in performance mode.
Oh, you should
I'm a
nine
weirdo
times out of
retard.
ten do performance. Performance is better like 90% of the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm a weirdo retard who plays games on the default settings for the first playthrough, and I played that whole entire game on fidelity mode without even realizing it.
Yeah, oh, let me tell you, Fred, when you get a PlayStation 5, do not do that Death Stranding 2 because they have it on fidelity by default. And the weird part is there's very little like graphical improvement fidelity versus because a lot of times like on some of like the older games it actually is a big difference, but on for some reason a lot of the newer games it's literally just a matter of like resolution. It's like, oh, well, that's running at 4K and that's running at 1440p. you're not gonna be able to tell. Like, you know, even on a big TV, you can't really tell the difference between those resolutions.
Parkour. Woo! Yeah, but like honestly, isn't that the case for like most high fidelity games to a certain extent? Like eventually your eyes are just going to be unable to notice the difference.
Well, I'll tell you what.
The only game that I've legitimately seen that has like graphics that made me say, "Oh fuck, well, this is why fidelity is sometimes important," is fucking Death Stranding 2. Like the difference between Norman Reedus's model from the first game to the second game is nuts.
Yeah, I mean, the problem that modern like performance in video games has had is really a lot of issues like poor developer optimization. Um, but the most glaring problem is Unreal Engine. Like I've seen several videos talking about this, and it's unfortunately an engine that because it can be such a resource hog, it causes a lot of games to kind of have a samey look. And like you can go back
Yeah.
10 years ago, and the sort of like cost, the cost
Oh
of like
yeah.
modern like graphics cards that are about 100 times more powerful than one from 10 years ago. Like literally, it's a exponential improvement in the power, but then like the actual visual payoff, in some cases it's a downgrade because, I'll give you an
Yeah.
example. I know it's a game that's not necessarily perfect from like a
I'm gonna start heading towards the objective. By the way,
okay.
let's talk and talk and run.
Let's talk and walk and talk and run and
Walk
gun
and
and
fucking talk.
fucking
Wait,
run,
what?
fucking walk, foot
I almost
fetish.
fell to my fucking death there. Wait, yeah, you're saying.
uh, a game that I think is obviously not perfect, but a game that did have very good graphical fidelity from like 8 or 9 years ago was the second Battlefront game. Like that game's graphics.
Oh yeah, that game looked amazing on launch.
Yeah, I mean even Battlefield 1, like that game still looks very good today. Like that's kind of funny because it had two follow-ups that were like a massive downgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, they took was it 2042 was the one that like really pissed people off. By that point
Yeah.
I kind of saw the writing on the wall, so I didn't even think about getting it. But yeah, so they
I was
appear.
so hoping because like that was a game that was sold on primarily just nostalgia bait.
Yep. Um,
I was so hoping that game was gonna be good. I'm happy I didn't buy it though.
they buried that now in the Battlefield launcher because it's such an abortion of a game. You gotta like.
Yeah, because they literally sold something that wasn't Battlefield 2042.
No.
Like seriously. Like all you had to do was take 2043 and be like, okay, let's just make what we think is a year prior to that. But no, they didn't. They made it into a fucking hero shooter for
Well,
some fucking reason.
we were talking about this yesterday. And I said like, even though I have some issues with like how they brand these like cosmetics in Call of Duty, Call of Duty has somehow stumbled into like at least maintaining a player base. Like,
Yeah. Well, Call of Duty like pretty much is just like I hate to say it, but because it'll probably offend some people, but it's a fucking kids game. Call of Duty is officially a fucking kids game like Roblox at this point.
I'll tell you though, the past couple Black Ops games I've been pretty impressed with. It's just I don't get the whole oh fuck I'm dying. I don't get like you've got like this very like well-made campaign with Black Ops 6, and you start out when the multiplayer season starts and like they're not the cosmetics aren't too crazy.
I'm trying to pick up my friend. Ah! I'm dead.
Yep. I learned a lesson there, Fred.
It's just the fucking infected just kept coming and whacking me on the back of the head.
Don't dance with the infected by the water. But my only problem is
have you ever danced with a zombie in the pale moonlight, Ray?
I just did, and it didn't work out too well.
Did it just teleport us to the objective?
Yeah, they're just.
Where are we?
They've just given.
Yeah, okay, no, it just teleported us to a safe house near. Okay.
But what I was gonna say is, like, I hopped into Call of Duty the other day because I'm probably gonna play it with another buddy.
Yeah.
This week. And I'm like, it's fun, but like it's it's just unsettling. Like I'm dressed up as like this rugged commando, and then fucking Beavis and Butthead and fucking.
Yeah, you're dressed up as this operator, and all of a sudden Roger from fucking American Dad comes up and shoots you in the face.
Which I think my
I was getting a little weirded out when it was like Homelander and shit.
Yeah, I think a good solution would be like have a separate mode that's like actual like combatants, and then like have like the goofy shit in like Warzone or something. Like at least have like a separate mode, because it's just it's weird to be on like this very like the one thing that Call of Duty I'll give them credits for as well is like they have managed to like make their games look a lot more like graphically appealing. They're not as stagnant.
Oh no, like I actually really like the art direction and sort of the control scheme that Call of Duty has went in. But what kind of worries me is like if you look at the footage for like the new Battlefield 6, it looks exactly like the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't. I mean, the thing is like, it definitely looks like a step in the right direction. But my problem is, like, I'm gonna try the beta, but like, even if I like the beta, I can't see myself getting that game at launch until I see like it's not a fucking. Because I didn't get screwed.
Think of the last Battlefield games that we had in like succession. We had 5. We had 2042, which were both like garbage fires in comparison. Well, actually, that's not fair to 5. 5 had really, really, really bad problems with taking itself seriously.
Yeah, and also
if that makes any sense.
Like, the problem is like.
Oh, completely misrepresenting history.
Yeah, yeah. That's when my interest in the series waned. But like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna like, if it turns out that it's not an abortion, I might consider it. But I am not getting that game right at launch, even if I like the beta, because I don't want.
Honestly, give it a week. It'll be on Game Pass. That way, you don't have to spend any money on it.
Honestly, I mean, everything. Before you know it, it's just gonna be like fucking. Like there's just gonna be like free cars on Game Pass just because this service is making us a profit.
You need a car to get to work. Here's your free car, Bubba.
We're just gonna, but Microsoft's like they're just not gonna even fire people. They're just gonna like summary execute like developers.
That's why they're hiring so many H-1Bs, because the loss of human life is actually diminished if it's an Indian.
They're gonna start bullying them like Sam Hyde.
I tried to make a Japanese man. I boiled an Indian in my basement. It didn't work.
We had to give 30,000 Corollas out this month. We're fucking getting the guillotines out at Siena. Dude. It's not a.
God damn it.
And I say this as someone that has paid for Game Pass. It's not a sustainable business model. It's very corrosive.
Well, like the amount that Microsoft is paying just to have these games on Game Pass the day they release, that they can't be making any money back at this point.
Well, that's why they're bringing their games to PlayStation, because they've killed their brand to the point where like the only way they're making money is bringing the games to PS5.
Yeah.
Plus,
like nobody's really paying for these games in the first place anyway. Like nobody wants to, because they're all overpriced, and they're just not nearly as good as what we had before.
Well, that's not an entirely true statement, but
okay, yeah, that is unfair to say for like every game that's come out. But
there's
like,
a trend.
if you talk about the big ones.
Yeah, there's definitely a trend in like the wrong direction. But if you look, I mean, I could give you like 6 examples that defy that. Expedition 33, the Oblivion remaster. Now, the thing with the Oblivion remaster, I don't even think we said this one because we haven't streamed it so long.
Strike one. Don't worry, it didn't actually die. Because it's a kid in video games.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, shit.
I was going to say, like, I don't even think we talked about this in the Dying Light stream because it's been so long, but it is funny that the Oblivion remaster came out of nowhere and, like, it still did very well because people were, like, craving an actual, like, good Bethesda game. It's like, oh, people want good stuff. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's like people want stuff that, like, it feels like the person who made this actually gave a shit. Like, they want heart and soul back, if that makes any sense.
But I think the major battle right now in the video game industry is like this very obvious attempt to censor things like wholesale, like taking advantage of the
Yeah.
UK's
Like,
censorship.
it's just become official that, like, the games market and markets as a whole are just trying to fuck over the Japanese market in any way they can. Because it's the only alternative market that's actually, like, making money hand over fist, and they hate it.
Well, and I'll give some kudos though to CD Projekt Red and Good Old Games, which they own. Which I as much as I like using Steam, Good Old Games is far better because all their games are DRM free, so you actually fully own them. Like it's not.
Ray, we need to leave.
Yeah, I see that.
Ray, we need to leave.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, as soon as we clear this doorway, we run. Okay, go. Go. He's right next to the door. Oh, shit. Over here.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
I made a wrong turn in Albuquerque, Fred. You might want to leave my corpse.
I think I could save you. Let me just cover myself in zombie guts.
But
Get away from me, big guy.
before I forget, let me just say this: if anybody here is has a PC, go on Good Old Games, and they're giving out a bunch of games that are like games that have been censored at some point. Like
Yeah, they're giving out like Honey Pop and shit. Like
Yeah.
if you like it's obviously like more adult-centric games. Where are we supposed to go? Oh, over here.
We're not supposed to go through this door here.
There's a fucking valve on this one. Unless there's a valve on the other one too.
There is a valve on this one. I'm being
Okay.
anally assaulted though by a giant.
You have a... Ooh! Let's just run. Let's just... Ah! I'll draw him away.
I think we can go this way, Fred.
Ow.
Yeah, we can go this way. Come this way.
I mean, if you could understand, there's a problem with me going the way you went.
Oh, you know that is true.
I'm just gonna... we have a friend.
Just you know.
Ooh, he's angry. Oh.
But yeah, it's weird. You know, I hate saying like current year talking points because I always thought that was a weak way of making any point. But it is kind of weird in the year 2025 with how like prevalent anime and Japanese culture is in our like society.
Well, it's because American and European culture has taken a nosedive, except for like pretty decent like exceptions.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about the new Superman and Final Four, Fantastic Four movie.
I still got to see that. I'll tell you what I laughed my ass off though was the new Naked Gun. That was it was nice to see a movie that was not 7 hours long, and B a movie that like did the kind of like they did comedy right. And it's you know it's definitely raunchy at points, but it's not like. And I like really raunchy comedy. I mean, Fred and I went to see Sam Hyde. Like
Yeah.
but like it's
if you're gonna see raunchy comedy, that'd probably be the Turing test.
yeah. But this is like that PG-13 kind of like 80s and 90s comedy where it's like it's still pretty raunchy, but also it's like it's like the real it's funny dad joke stuff, you know?
Yeah. Like dick jokes, toilet humor, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Like Liam Neeson like shitting himself in his car, you know?
That sounds amazing. I'm just going to try and gaslight as many people as I know, like
I gotta find a ledge or
who
something.
might have editing capability, just to splice that in between like scenes and Taken. Just like between the like scene where he's talking on the phone while his daughter's getting kidnapped, he just shits himself.
it's you know when he's torturing the guy on like the electrical like hooking him up to the electrical grid. It's like he's doing that, but he's like shitting himself in the middle of it. It's like
Oh no.
Paris is a good city.
I have a stinky set of skills.
Well, my last my last moments are looking at a guy that looks like a mix between like a WWE wrestler and a and like
I had a big star on my chest. I forgot that I was wearing like the fucking American skin.
Dude. So apparently there's like some 90s style like mobile wrestling game, and it actually looks kind of fun, but people have modded it to be like CZW style. So then like one guy like modded it to have like a bunch of chainsaws in the fucking ring, and like the guy's limbs were coming off in the game, and it's like this is the average CZW match, which I'm like, actually that's not too far from the truth. Like Jesus Christ, I seen a I think it was a Vice, before Vice went really fucking baggy. We're for enough in the video where I can say slurs, right? Yeah. YouTube apparently...
I do not care.
But YouTube apparently, they're no longer gonna automatically cut ads from a video if they're swearing within the first, like, 7 minutes. Like, that was their big thing for a while, so...
man.
I guess they finally realized...
Nannyism.
Well,
everybody has to be a nanny for somebody who doesn't need one.
Well, it's killing their bottom line, and they must have just realized it. Like, oh, wait a second, we could just... Why restrict people when we're not making money doing that?
Well, part of me wonders how much of that was pushed because Chinese money was being pushed through DEI checks.
Yep.
And like they're like, yeah, fuck it, we can force people to not swear for the first like 20 minutes if we were getting this like fucking $100,000 check every year.
Yeah.
Problem is, all that money dried up because it's unsustainable.
That's
what
true.
Communists do. They force people to fit in the boxes that not even they want to fucking adjust for.
Yeah. Well,
oh wait. Oh shit. I think this is the last level. It's almost nighttime, so we might have to run from volatiles.
Oh, dude.
This must be
God. I forgot, like, because we didn't do a ton of the side stuff, so really the main story drag of this game does not overstay its welcome.
The main story, like, what I've noticed about modern games, the main story you can beat within reasonably 6 to 8 hours. All the side content makes it a 20-hour game.
Yeah. Well, let's
we didn't even go to see like what happened to Dawood and his kid. Dawood's probably zombified, eating his fucking little boy as we speak.
I'm sure they're fine. No. I'm sure they're fine.
Okay, where do I get this card?
Oh man, I always remembered playing this game for the first time, and the Dawood quest always pissed me off because it's just some dickhead who literally shoots a guy and runs away, zombifies, and abandons his kid because he's a zombie now.
When is Dying Light, the Beast coming out? That's coming out in a few months, isn't it?
It's coming out soon, isn't it?
The Mafia game's coming
like,
out.
They got Roger Craig Smith back. Yeah, he's playing Crane again, which it's weird because at the end, spoilers, but at the end of the following DLC, it intonates that Crane isn't exactly human anymore, which I guess they're kind of going with that in the Beast, but we'll see.
Just let me.
I still haven't beaten 2. I gotta beat 2.
Oh, you still haven't beaten 2?
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it because I have all these other games to play.
I'll tell you, I kind of regret it though because I kind of rushed through 2. I mean,
really?
I did a lot of the side stuff. So I spent my time...
Some of the side quests in 2 crack me up, like the one where you're looking for a bunch of stuff for that lady to make like an air freshener, and all it is new car scent.
Well, let me put it this way. I rushed...
That's immaculate. That smells beautiful. What is this? Well, that's just new car scent. We gotta put that in showroom cars to make them smell good.
I didn't rush through the entire game. What I should say is I rushed through the last story beat in a way where I didn't get the best ending. Like, I didn't get a bad ending, but I didn't get the best ending at the same time, which I kind of regret.
Okay.
But I am excited for the new Dying Light game. I'm excited for the new Mafia game, which from what I hear,
Old Country, yeah, that looks fun.
It's gonna go for like the Mafia 1 and 2 kind of open world concept, where it's open world at times, you know.
Well, it's like the thing that like people have been fucking pissing me off on, like talking about like, oh, like this game is like this game now, and it's like when it really isn't. Silent Hill F comes to mind. People are trying to say, oh, it's a Souls-like game now. It's like, if you look at the gameplay for 5 fucking seconds, it looks nothing like Dark Souls. If anything, it looks like the remake of 2. So why are people freaking the fuck
Oh,
out?
dude, I gotta tell you about some Pooper Team stuff going on. They're doing a sci-fi kind of Dead Space looking survival horror game on Switch 2. Looks really good.
Nice.
It's coming to PlayStation as well, but as long as they release a physical cartridge on, like my whole thing with Switch 2 has been like, I am avoiding the key card games unless it's a game I really want. Like I did buy Yakuza 0, even though it's one of those stupid key card games, but thankfully the new Yakuza, they're doing Kiwami 1 and 2 on Switch 2. Because I guess they finally realized, oh wait, Nintendo's not just like a kid's platform anymore, like, you know? That was a weird thing for all these years, like they never brought those games to Nintendo, and now they finally are, and they're probably selling really well because of the portability aspect, and like,
Plus, people want these games.
yeah. Well, and they're doing full physical releases of Kiwami 1 and 2, which is really exciting for me, because I do plan on, the weird part was I'm like 90% of the way through the story of Yakuza 0 on PlayStation, but I'm probably just going to beat it on Switch 2 because I want the extra content. It doesn't really have a ton of extra content, but like it's enough where it's like, oh, that's cool to see. And I guess most extra content...
it's like little Easter egg stuff for people who like the games.
Yeah, so...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm not doing good with this. But, what does this say is... Correct me if I'm wrong, but, the added content is more for, like, people that have played the other games, right? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't really notice it unless you've already played through 0 once before.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'm excited for is the fucking slot car race.
Oh, the fucking oh god, what is it called? Fucking pocket fighter shit.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
I always love that. Like the thing that people talked about in games in that time period wasn't the actual game, as the side content. Remember how many times people would tell you like, yeah, I play Far Cry 5 all the time, but I love the fishing. The fishing's so much fun in Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
And then you got like Yakuza 0 with Pocket like Fighter, and then oh god, what else came out around that time?
Yakuza 0 that came out in 2015, right?
What game?
Yakuza 0 came out in 2015, right? That was like it's actually I think a 10-year-old game at this point.
Yeah, it's about 10 years old.
Yeah, there's a lot of at that time there's a lot of games that were working in a lot of fun kind of additional mechanics. It's just a lot of games have given up on that, where like the Like a Dragon series is like thrived with it. And I was gonna say there's a Nintendo YouTuber I watch. He's like, you know, he does strictly Nintendo, so like he's never played the Yakuza games, and like he was having like a field day with them, because it's like, oh wait a second, that's so fucking cool that like, you know, because you know you play games like Animal Crossing, it's got all the random like fun side shit. It's like, oh, this is that on steroids.
Yeah. Where in the world are we supposed to go?
Now I'm just thinking of like a game concept where like fucking Tom Nook is like a you know, Yakuza fucking loan shark.
Tom Nook is actually like shaking you down for nefarious reasons. There's a key card somewhere around here. What the fuck? Swing, 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 swing. What do you mean? Oh, there's a door back here. Oh, nice.
Oh, Brett, I got more bad news for leftists. It's really bad. Apparently, Sydney Sweeney, who they hate because she's, you know, conventionally attractive and doing gene ads.
Part of me wonders how much that's drummed up, though. But yeah, go on.
Oh, I know what you're saying, but honestly, these people are so deranged, dude. So here's the other kicker: she is a registered Republican, allegedly.
Oh, shock horror.
Which is a cardinal sin. And I wanted to say, it's like, well, by the way, like, her main appeal is to, like, guys, and, like, I don't know if like, these old boomer fucktards know this, but, like, the latest data shows like it's like 6-1 the amount of like men under 30 that are registered Republican. It's like the hugest, it's the hugest. It's the biggest like.
Well, it's legitimately a rebellion.
Yeah.
Like we're sold a lie as like younger
Teenagers.
people,
Yeah.
like pretty much like that
When we
this
were
was the cool
teens,
kids
like, most
club, and
people
we'll
were
give you
Democrats.
everything. We'll give you anything like within reason, as long as it's not hurting anybody. It'll be legal. And then all of a sudden they took power, and it's just more and more censorship over time, and just all this fucking bullshit. And so, like, people don't recognize, like, there's been a big shift on X, like, just like, oh, why are people posting all these attractive females and saying want or would? And it's like, because you've been inundating us with ugly fucking women for years on end. The moment we got a attractive one in the mainstream, we're gonna show you it and be like, hey, this is who you're selling to, this is what we want, dumbass.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it was this weird period where it was like things that
It's
were
almost
like
like the fucking satanic panic. It's the Catholic Church shit all over again.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, let me say
Access
this.
card.
You know, because we're, oh fucking Christ, I can't even get a fucking
Jesus
med
Christ.
kit. But anyways, I remember what I was gonna say. You know, you have to keep in mind too. You know, we're approaching 30, so we have viewers that are probably anywhere from a couple to even 10 years younger than we are, Fred. So, like, they're not. They grew up in a, like, their childhoods occurred in a very different kind of zeitgeist than ours did, because there's, you think about anybody that's even a few years younger than us, they were going to school when Trump was president. You know, by the time Trump was elected, you know, I was in college, almost out of college, and you were working. So, like, the thing that they probably, and I'll just say this, like, I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this, it's like, you know, if you're under the age of, like, 25, you're not going to understand, like, how, like, overwhelmingly, like, liberal, like, the youth was as a result of what they were being told and sold. And it was only after, like, once we reached adulthood that a lot of people began questioning the narrative that they're being sold, and that's why you got the rise of Trump. And it's like, yeah, nowadays it's not a shock to hear that, like, a lot of young people are voting Republican. But, like, if we went back in time, dude, so, like, even when we were starting, like, Game Blather, like, 10, 11 years ago, and we said, like, hey, like, Republicans are going to be, like, 90% of the youth vote, it's like, you would have been like, what? What the fuck did the Democrats do? Well, then what you told
ourselves. Because when we were growing up, like fucking, like, all the, like, liberalism, that was the fringe. That was where, like, all the freedom was. That was where you went to, like, say, I don't care about shit. I just want to do what I want, and I don't give a shit what anybody else says. Yeah. And it's like, now all of a sudden, like, liberalism has become this, like, box of just unhappy losers that swat you as soon as you run past them like that.
As soon as you try to revive yourself.
I attempted.
I know, Fred. You were helping.
But it's like there was a lot of irreverence. It was all tongue in cheek. Everybody was allowed to make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like, then all of a sudden, like, it became, well, you can't make fun of that. Or, well, it's wrong to say that. Or, well, you can't say that because that's incorrect politically. And it's like, I don't care about politics. It's what happens.
Well, and also the weird thing right now is, like, South Park managed to be at least, like, moderately funny with a, like, liberal kind of parody of Trump, and it's like, these people are cheering it, but at the same time, it's like, I know that those assholes aren't watching the episode, because, like, on the first season, they're on the season premiere of episode 27, they said fag like 3 or 4 times, and it's like, if I had shown those people those clips, they would be like, oh, boycott South Park, they're using slurs.
Oh, of course. Like, these people don't actually care. That's the crux of the issue that we've been suffering, like since it began. Like, these people don't actually give a shit, but they for whatever reason are able to hold so much power and effect over our media.
And, well, the worst part too was, like, and I'm not trying to be like,
key card for a sec. We're just running in circles.
I'm not trying to be grumpy old man Ray over here, but I do want to tell the.
You want to talk to me about grumpy old man? Wait until I get started.
Well, Fred, you're more of a miserable old prick. If I'm gonna be.
I'm a miserable old coot. I get it from my uncle and my father.
No, but what I want to say to like the, if we have anybody watching us that's younger than we are, the thing I'll say is, right now you guys are starting to see the video game industry, not to say it's going to be perfect and not to say there isn't going to be like crashes and shit, but you're starting to see like the mood change. You're starting to see like the temperature change.
Oh
back.
yeah, there's definitely a vibe shift.
Yeah,
people
it's
are
like,
pissed.
And I feel bad for a lot of these kids because like they grew up in an era where it's not like there wasn't good games, but it's like you did not have the same like wealth of like steady releases that we did.
Well, it's like, plus we had a huge, and let me say this without any irony, we had the biggest variety of games that anybody could ever ask for.
Well, and it almost felt like,
we had everything.
When things were getting really bad, I was almost like, is this going to be like an isolated period? Because you go back to like the 80s, and the 80s were not like, the 80s had some great games, but like the 80s sort of had the quality control problem, right? Where like by the time we were like growing up with gaming, it was like the worst of the worst had kind of weeded itself out of the industry. Like we didn't have LJN, like fucking games that you couldn't even finish because they were so bad. Like even the bad games, like when we were growing up, were at least like playable. It's just that they probably
you could finish like Charlie's Angels for the PS2 as long as you didn't have a fucking memory card.
Oh, dude. Oh, did you go without a period as a kid without a memory card?
No, I was thankfully not one of those kids.
So
holy shit, I couldn't imagine ever being one of those kids because I knew a few of those kids who couldn't afford a memory card.
So I wonder how long I have to talk about my like childhood with gaming before like the viewers realize I was like a spoiled only child. But anyways, I was 5 years old and I got the GameCube as my Christmas gift. There we go.
What is this access card it's telling us to find?
But I remember when I was little, my mom was smart enough to like get me a memory card right when the system came out. I remember the first game I think I played was Luigi's Mansion, which by the way, what a weird but like amazing way to like get into like the Mario series, with fucking Luigi.
Did it just kick you?
No. Did it? Oh, you know what?
It says Black Mesa left.
Okay, you're frozen, so it did the fucking bullshit fucking shit that it... Okay. Alright.
Ah, god damn it.
Alright. What a better time to fucking... But,
what a better time for gaming when this shit didn't happen so much.
Let's see.
Remember rubber banding? Remember you didn't just drop from a game, you would just lag all over the place?
But I remember let me just tell you the story about like...
I finally found the access card. Okay.
Can you send me the
floor.
Can you invite me again?
I'm sending you one right now.
Alright. But let me just finish my story about getting the GameCube as a it was literally the year it came out, and I still have that GameCube. It's seen better days, but it still works. But what I was gonna say is, when I was little, I didn't understand what a memory card was, so I was playing Luigi's Mansion. I didn't have the memory card in, and I think I started crying because I didn't know what it meant, and the game wouldn't save.
No.
So then she's like, "You put that in there," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Jeez."
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. The game.
All right, let's grab this fucking key card and get the fuck out of here.
Finally.
Let me just say this though.
Got it.
I was just about to heal you, Fred. About to heal you. Did it actually heal you?
I think I did, yeah.
Let me just say one more thing before I forget. I remember the first like major game I beat as a kid was the and it's not a bad game, was the Spider-Man 2002 movie tie-in game. Do you remember that one?
What is that, the Spider-Man 1?
Yeah, from 02.
I actually I played very little of that one as a kid.
Do you have a PS2 though, right?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I gotta tell you?
Spider-Man 2, I played a shit ton on PS2.
So Spider-Man 2 is a great game, but I'll tell you, when you get your PS2 hooked up for streaming, it might not be a bad idea to actually stream those 3 games in like, as like a thing, because that'd be really fun, and also they're relatively short. But the first Spider-Man game, the web slinging mechanics are not as good as 2, but it's a really
Oh,
solid
yeah.
beat 'em up. It's more of like a beat 'em up style game more than a open world game. There's levels, for instance. Bruce Campbell does the narration in that game like extensively, and it's even funny because you do the tutorial and he's like mildly insulting you if you like fuck up. But
I remember that in the second game as well. He was the tutorial burst. He was the tutorial voice in both the PC version and the PS2 version.
Dude. So
did you ever play the PC copy of
Fred,
Spider-Man 2?
Absolutely, I'll give you a story. So I had the GameCube, and I had like an extensive GameCube collection. My mom got me Spider-Man 2 on my GameCube, and I loved it. And I had a laptop too, because I was a spoiled little shit. And she's like, "Oh, why don't I get you the game on PC too?" And she did, right? Dude, even as like an 8-year-old, I remember that game being fucking weird. It wasn't even like I perceived it as bad. It was just weird. You've seen that.
Yeah, it was very bizarre, the control scheme, because I remember you couldn't web sling like naturally, like in the OG like Spider-Man 2 from like GameCube and PS2. You had all these spots that you had to basically sling to.
And it was like quick time
which was
events.
Interesting. And there was no free roam until you like actually beat the game, which was weird enough.
Yeah. The whole thing was weird. It was a weird game.
Yeah, there was no helping civilians. All of the levels were completely separated and curated.
Did you ever play the old 3D Spider-Man games, like they were on PS1 and N64? It was the ones it was before the like franchises got sold to different companies, so it had like Punisher, it had Captain America in there.
Yeah, I remember that. Like the
Stan Lee did the narration.
The Punisher game had a lot of that, because I think Black Widow and Iron Man show up in that game. Oh,
yeah.
Watch out.
And by the way, that was when Marvel was like very competent at delivering like stories, So like, even if the games are kind of
plus
janky,
they, like, ironically, in the games they were unafraid to be like, yeah, the rest of the Marvel universe exists. Whereas in the movies, it's like it took a while for them to be like, yeah, this is all in a shared universe.
Yeah.
And then they started making a lot of money.
Well, I think not to give Razorfist too much credit, because he's turned out to be kind of a dick, but to give him a little bit of credit, he was right in kind of predicting that like the kind of like trajectory of the superhero industries like that of the Western, where it's like we're still gonna see those movies, but they're not necessarily, they're not the big genre that they were 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. Eventually, burnout always sets in these industries.
Yep. Boy, would I love to see like fucking like 80s style comedies like Naked Gun become the next thing. Imagine that's like the next. Oh, dude, I'd love that.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? We just go full circle, but even earlier this time.
That actually
remember the time period where people didn't give a shit about all this bullshit?
They get Tom Holland to redo the Hot Shots parody movies. Remember those with Charlie Sheen?
Oh God. just do another dodgeball movie and put Vince Vaughn in there.
Put Mel Gibson in there. Oh boy.
Up this tower.
It's kind of funny. Well, not to dox myself too much. I don't think it's as much of a dox. I'm going to New York City in a few days. I guess right when
We've been fighting these guys this entire time for no reason.
Oh, do we not need we didn't need to kill them? Hey Fred, I'm just as much of an idiot then.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
Oh, the Kurt Cobain treatment. No.
No. This is more like
There's no shotgun shells. That's right.
David Carradine.
Yeah. You think Kurt Cobain
Somebody
killed
was trying
himself?
to come while he went.
What's your take on that? Do you think he actually did it, or do you think he was? Do you think the girlfriend did it?
Kurt Cobain? Oh,
Yeah.
definitely the girlfriend did it.
Yeah.
There's too much up in the air. Like, too much stuff doesn't add up. It's a little convenient. Oh, a dour rock star who was making millions all of a sudden decides to fucking kill himself.
Do you think Kurt Cobain from heaven was just like watching what Dave Grohl was doing with like, just like, don't do that, Dave.
Honestly, I don't think, like, as far as I'm concerned, Dave Grohl hasn't done anything too egregiously bad, unless you're about to tell me.
Well, he knocked up like I mean, she's legal, but she's like fresh out of high school, like 18-year-old pussy, you know.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. That's just rock star shit. As long as she wasn't like fucking 17, I'm cool.
Yeah.
How the fuck what? We gotta climb this, right? Do we just climb from here?
It is funny watching that be like people's big like breaking point with like a rock artist. It's like, you can look at any rock group, and I guarantee you there's things that are a lot worse than what Dave Grohl has been up to.
Doesn't Kiss literally have an entire time about an entire song about them wanting to fuck a 16-year-old?
Oh, there was some dude. There's some fucking song from like the '80s too. It's like a light rock song, and it's like, what is it, Into the Night, right? And the lyrics of that song, if you look at it, they're very dicey.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What the fuck? So we're supposed to climb, or what are we supposed to do?
We're supposed to straddle the tower, Fred. I wonder if this high
It's not letting me grapple on it. Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
What was in those beers, Fred?
Not that much, I thought.
Really giving you
I'm not even high right now. I don't even have an excuse. So now how do we climb? Hook up the amplifier before the bombing. So we gotta climb to the top now.
Oh, shit, the cable snapped.
Ow!
Got to be
Well,
fucking kidding me!
up,
Brain's yelling.
Fred, you need a medic.
Run.
I'm dead. I need a
Okay,
medic.
let's
too.
revive. I'll revive.
Oh man.
What a way to end the game.
Oh, what I was gonna say though, so apparently the new Spider-Man film is being shot right now in New York City. So what if I just end up being like an extra in that film? Just walk by.
You know what? Send me a picture of Tom Holland if you do. That'd be amazing.
Dude, his new suit looks sick. It's kind of like, it's very Tobey Maguire-esque.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got a lighter blue like than. Like, it's almost like trying to do the classic blue on the classic suit. I don't think it looks too bad.
Well, and I'll say this, you know, I have a lot of issues with modern Marvel, but and I know that the last Spider-Man film was very much like fan service, but I don't care. It was a fun fucking movie.
Well, it's like there was a reason it was fan service. It was literally trying to pay back like a ton of like thanks to all that came before, because Spider-Man basically built the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Like people want to say like, oh, Iron Man was the first like successful Marvel movie that did it, but it's like if we didn't have like the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, we would have never gotten the Marvel blow up that we did in the time period we were younger.
Yeah. Well, and also oh fuck. It also addressed
Yeah, it's a weird climb.
It also addressed the main, like, legitimate criticism of the Tom Holland films, where it didn't feel like the stakes were high. Like, the fact that, spoiler alert, that they killed Aunt May, I was like, oh, okay, now this is, like, it is a shitty thing to say, but, like, Peter Parker's at, like, Spider-Man's at his best, but, like, Peter Parker's fucking miserable.
I well, I want to agree with you, but I don't think that's necessarily fair because that misses the whole point of the character. The character's best when he's an underdog, not necessarily when he's like fucking losing.
Yeah,
all the
okay,
time.
you're right. But it's let me. That's actually a very good point. I agree with that. Maybe a better way to phrase it, it's like what makes Superman good is when like Clark Kent is also when like Clark Kent is dealing with shit in the same way that's like not obviously the same world-ending shit, but like what makes Spider-Man and like Superman good is when their alter egos, right? Clark Kent and Peter Parker are dealing with shit too. Like, and it feels like their character. It feels like those aspects of it. But I mean, I guess that's true for Batman too, right? Like a really good Batman story. Like that's why I think the Christopher Nolan films, you know, even though at times like they can be a little bit much, I think what they did well is they captured not just Batman's like fighting crime. There's also like the turmoil of Bruce Wayne, right? And, you know.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that people like think these characters are more interesting when they're going through a rough time. It's just there needs to be adversity. I think people have forgotten what the difference between losing and adversity is.
But I'll tell you this, whenever they like wrap up a Spider-Man story, the one thing is they need to give Peter a happy ending, which is the problem that the comic book strayed into, was they made him like overwhelming, like suicidal levels of misery. You can't do that with like.
Well, plus, this is after like having a huge period of time where like Spider-Man was married to Mary Jane, and everything was like not super horrible for Spider-Man.
Like if you wrote yourself into a corner with that, then just fucking restart the storyline. Don't have him get a divorce or have some guy fucking Mary Jane. Like that's bad writing if you have to do that with a character that's.
What the fuck?
Did you fall, Fred?
Twice. This is the second time.
Alright. I'll make it.
I'll get all these points back, don't you worry.
How many points did you just lose?
Upwards of 20 grand by now.
Oh, dude. There's got to be like a record, right? Somebody lost like 100,000 fucking points or something crazy like that.
Probably. Somebody probably lost a ludicrous amount of points trying to get to like level 40 or something in this game. Fuck!
I don't think it hurts. I think the game where that hurts the most has got to be. Oh, I climbed too high, didn't I? Did I climb too high?
Did you fall?
I was gliding with style.
Oh, I hope we don't respawn at the bottom. Okay, I'm still here. Okay, you got further up than I did. How the hell did you do that? I love how Crane made mention though, like, oh, of course it stops raining as soon as I get to the top.
Anyone who can hear me, please listen. My name is Kyle Crane, and I'm sending this message from inside the Harran quarantine. Colonel Tanner and the Ministry of Defense have lied to you. There are still survivors inside the walls. They plan to firebomb Harran, but if those bombs drop, you will know Tanner and the Ministry are cold-blooded murderers.
Holy shit! There's someone alive in the quarantine zone? Hey, do you copy? Do you copy? It's Squadron!
That whole fucking...
That was too close.
I almost am a little disappointed that we didn't get more side quests done. Because there's those two fucking twins. Like, I do believe once you get to this part, you see their fucking biplane fly away and crash.
Oh yeah? And why would you do that? I never found out who had your precious file. You don't even have to pay the rest of my fee.
Water under the bridge, Kyle. We're best off just to move past that. All you need to do is to bring Dr. Zara's research with you, and we'll send a nice, safe helicopter to
Oh wow,
I know what was
I
in the
really
file.
trust you
I
guys
knew you were
after
going
all
to
this
exploit
shit.
the virus.
Crane.
Oh my god. You need the cure now for spin, don't you? That's the only way you could get out of this. Try to convince everyone you were
Is
working toward
Crane
a cure
having a
the whole
Tucker
time.
Carlson arc
Don't
where
be
he's?
ridiculous.
By the way, I actually want to put some like
Everything will be
critique of
fine.
Tucker
You want the
Carlson out there
research?
because
Just
like
fucking wait for my
he
signal.
admitted that his dad was part of the CIA over a year ago, and then
Savvy,
he had
you there?
Candace
The
Owens
amplifier's
on
installed.
to try to dunk on Nick Fuentes. By the way, two people I both think are retards, but it's like you got to be honest. Like you can't if you're dunking on someone, you can't be a bullshit artist
This is
about
Crane.
it. You know?
Who's this?
This is Vulcan Dawn.
Just a bunch of horrible people. Don't give them your time. None of these people are worth watching.
Yeah.
They're just,
I'll be there
but
shortly.
Oh, we're not at the end of the game yet.
no.
Oh, dude, this is side quest I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this one real quick.
All right.
Then we'll finish up the game.
What I was gonna say though is like I knew Tucker Carlson was not trustworthy, and he was like this whole like rugged thing was like a veneer. When he told someone like deadpan serious, I don't have a television in my house. Like, dude, you've been on TV for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way.
All right. I know there's fucking homeless people on the street that have fucking televisions, okay? Nobody believe, you know, he's literally the millionaire inheritant of the Swanson. You know the Swanson frozen dinners? He's literally the
Oh, he inherited that? That's awesome.
yeah.
Fuck me. God damn it.
It is awesome, but like I do believe like he regrets a lot of his like neocon views he used to have, and he, you know, I don't doubt that, but like the guy also has like some elements of him that are like checkered, and it's like your dad was a CIA agent that like literally like worked with President Reagan, and it's like, you know, you can't bullshit people about that because that's very easy to obtain
Yeah.
information. So like, you know, once again, I'm not a fan of Nick Fuentes, but Nick Fuentes managed to run circles around him in like this fucking thing that they've got going on with each other because he showed what Tucker Carlson was doing was lying, and like, you know, Nick Fuentes is not a good person, but at the same time it's like, you know, you got to be honest when you're like having these debates. And it's like he brought Candace Owens on there, and I'm sorry, in my opinion, Candace Owens is as intellectually bankrupt as Nick Fuentes. They're both fucking retards.
Yeah.
And if anything, I think Candace Owens pisses me off more currently because like, I don't believe a fucking singular word that comes out of that bitch's mouth. I mean, neither of them. I don't believe a word that comes out of their mouth.
Out of this fucking hole.
Do we have to swim out of here?
Do we have to swim under?
So used to water levels.
I think we just fell into a hole. I think there's a way to get out.
But I'll tell you, my moment with like where I knew Candace
Oh,
Owens
found it.
was a complete retard was when she had like this like huge view that the moon landings were fake, and it's like, you know, you could say
Oh God.
there's a lot of conspiracies that are believable, but like that's like whenever I hear someone think that, it's like I can't intellectually trust someone that like has that viewpoint. It's the same thing with like wholesale Holocaust deniers, right? I'm not talking about the people that are critical of Israel and its policies. I'm talking about like the wholesale Holocaust deniers. It's like you're being a fucking retard. Just say you don't like what the Jewish state of Israel is doing. You could be honest. You don't have to deny another tragedy in history because you don't like what a government's doing. Like people are fucking, you know. It's this greater narrative that people cannot be intellectually honest anymore, which is why when it comes to going on X, I avoid political shit because it's just a bunch of retards. Hey.
Yeah. Well, it's like half those people are fucking H-1Bs at some fucking scam firm anyway.
Oh yeah, and I think they're on there to deliberately polarize people and create conflict, you know?
Those two, in spite of what you have
Oh, sir, please redeem the... yeah, actually, that is legitimately true. Like, a lot of these accounts, they'll dig up, like, posts from, like, 5 or 10 years ago, and they'll have, like, a bunch of weird Indian shit going on. Like, you look back to, like, a post, and it'll be some account, like, you know, saving the West, and they'll have, like, some, like, you know, Western, like, Roman statue face as their profile image. And then there'll be like a picture of them, like, you know, 10 years ago, and it's some fat guy out of New Delhi.
Alright, let's push this piece of shit into the water.
And then it'll be like a post, like some blonde, like, model, and like it'll be like, Indian women, or white women like Indian men the buzz.
Test maneuvers. Ballast tanks open. 2 meters. Ahead 1/3.
Woohoo!
Couldn't we technically just swim out of this city? Oh boy.
I don't think so.
You think Crane isn't an English Channel swimmer?
I mean, with the amount of stamina he has in this game, he might as well be.
It blew up. It blew up. It's your fault. It's your fault. Mine? You are insane.
Fuck you, asshole!
You
Fuck
are
you!
insane.
Yes, of course.
Bloody bastard, fuck you.
Bloody bastard! You're supposed to redeem the code.
Too dangerous.
A tunnel to China?
Too much digging.
A jetpack? Jetpack.
Yes. I want a jetpack. Build me a jetpack.
I love the idea that this millionaire is just like at the point where so many plans have failed because of these two idiots. That he's just like, fuck it. This is my bucket list. Let's get some stuff off.
If you look on the monitor to the left, it's literally got the Windows blue screen of death.
And then the fucking monitor on the right isn't even plugged in. The monitor on the right has a no signal sign. That's hooked up to nothing. Well, he's writing a fucking thesis on, I don't know, fucking stupidity. Can you actually see some of the code that he's writing? Probably just spaghetti code, honestly.
Boobs vagina. If boobs are too big, you go to vagina.
I love these two idiots.
I
love it, like, when you play the following, like, they're like, we tried to get out of town, and unfortunately our benefactor got eaten. Oh, can you help us out, Crane?
Elon Musk got eaten.
Honestly, that's basically Elon Musk. Yeah, fuck it, man. Make me a jetpack. Yeah, jetpack sounds fun.
Okay. Do you have some Adderall?
What would Elon Musk do in a zombie apocalypse? Probably just sit in his mansion until he's starved.
Well, he'd have a bunch of concubines he could eat.
Probably.
Up.
How do you get out of this hole?
Oh, he'd be like that Robert Pattinson movie with all the clones of himself. What is it, Mickey 7?
Oh, Mickey?
Yeah. I've seen clips of that movie. I always wanted to see the full thing.
Is it a good movie?
It looks fun. I don't know if it's good, but it's Sam Rockwell did that same premise like 15 years ago. I think it was called Moon.
Oh, I made it out.
Or was it Ed Norton? It was one of them. It was one of those guys that underutilized actors, in my opinion, both of them. Sam Rockwell and Ed Norton.
No. Boy.
Ah!
How do we get out?
I don't know, Fred.
You gotta be away.
You know, speaking of games where things get broken, if we do a stream Saturday, I was kind of hoping that I'd give you my controller for Switch 2 and let you stream the I want to see someone else I want to see what someone else does with this game, the new Donkey Kong game, because like the level.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Because the level of destructible physics in that game is like insane. Oh, by the way, they basically built in. You remember how like Mario 64? Did you have that? You probably had that game on DS, right? Or did you have it on it? Did you play that game on like the OG N64? Or did you have like the DS version?
Most of my experience with the OG Mario, the OG Mario is on the N64, really. God.
Do you remember how like?
The fuck do we get out of this hole?
Remember how you can?
Is that the Plants vs. Zombie flower?
Hold on a second.
I think I found the Plants vs. Zombie Easter egg on accident.
Get the fuck up there. I think I know how to get out of there, but I just died.
Want me to come down and get you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have any survivor points, really. What I was gonna say though is like, do you remember how like in the before you actually got into the game, there's like the opening part where you could like fuck with Mario's face and like stretch it and.
Yeah.
So they basically did that. They took that idea, but like, oh well, I'm at the top of this ravine. Okay, Fred, right over here.
Plants versus,
Fred, look this way.
You want to do the Plants vs. Zombie Easter egg?
Where is that?
It's actually right around the corner if I can get back. Yeah, up here.
But they basically used the new mouse mode on the new Switch, and it's basically like a full 3D modeling software where you can like take different objects from the game and like fucking add and take away from it. So of course, like people started making like fucking every sex object, tits,
Oh,
fucking.
of course.
Oh my God, this is
Yeah,
fucking
right?
cool.
Yeah, I remember finding this when the game first released, and I was like, "Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Did you know they're
Is
bringing
this what I think it is?
they're bringing that game back? They're doing like a full like remake of it, like with all.
Really? Because I remember they tried to shoot it into like a shooter or something.
Those are pretty fun though. I know those games didn't get a lot of like sales, but Garden Warfare, I played that with my cousin. It was a lot of fun. Just, you know what? If that game came out like nowadays, it probably would have done gangbusters because people eat up that colorful aesthetic shit. I don't think that game came out at the right time though. Like it was not the,
Yeah.
you know, it was
You
a
can
lot
say
of.
that about a lot of games that came out in that time period, though.
Well, the biggest example I could think of is Spec Ops: The Line, right?
Well, honestly, like if that game didn't become a cult game, like I don't think it would have nearly gotten the recognition it deserved.
Yeah. Imagine like a really good like studio though, like taking that IP and doing something like this, you know? Or someone just making like a spiritual successor to it, because there really is a good need. Well, I mean, what was it? 6 Days in Fallujah? That's still coming out.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that game. I hope they don't try to do the fucking Ready or Not treatment to it for some ungodly reason.
Oh, what do they do with Ready or Not?
Oh, they took out a bunch of stuff that was, well, I guess, deemed too violent for consoles or some shit, even though the game already came out as rated mature.
What a bunch of fucking assholes.
Well, it's like you take a game that's an uncompromised look at what could happen in a police situation, because there's legitimately a part in the OG version of the game, because they patched it out now, where like you walk into a building with a bunch of fucking scumbag drug dealers, and there's a little girl overdosing on the bed. Fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like apparently it's too much to be honest about what people can find in fucked up situations these days.
Yeah, if only these people saw the movie Training Day.
If only these people saw fucking Train Spotting with the fucking what's the syndrome? Sudden death syndrome? SIDS.
Yeah.
Literally there's a scene in that movie about SIDS, and the guy has a traumatic like nightmare where his dead baby's crawling on the fucking ceiling. We can have that in a movie, but God forbid we have it in a video game. That's too much. It's just I'm sick of the double standard at this point.
Well,
I just want things to be equal. Can we not have everything be equal for once in my godforsaken short lifespan?
hey, you know what else is coming out this month is Metal Gear Solid Delta.
I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait. God, that reminds me, I still have yet to beat fucking Metal Gear Solid 1 on fucking stream.
Are you picking up Delta at launch, or are you gonna wait till?
It's a price tag for me. Like it's a price tag thing for me. I gotta wait and see how much they're gonna charge for it.
It's I think it's 70.
That might. I gotta see what else comes out. That might be a little steep for me at the moment.
I'm sure like it'll be on sale by like November. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
no doubt. If anything, they're gonna have like a sale for like the HD collection first.
Like I will say, like as ridiculous as like these price tag increases in the gaming industry have become, the one thing I'll tell people is like a sort of like, you know, balancing point of that is like most of these games end up like getting marked down like 30-40% within a matter of weeks, and then I think that's when they actually do their sales. Like people actually start. I think games actually probably sell more. Like you remember back in the day, like the big sales with like the big not sales like
Yeah.
in terms of discounts, but like I'm saying like the units moved in games. I think it was always like the first month was the big thing. I think nowadays just because people already know that like the games are gonna get marked down anyways. I'd say usually it's probably month 3 or 4 where a game actually gets most of its units moved because People aren't gonna
Yeah.
people aren't gonna buy unless they really want something like like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You know, that game's moved a lot, but people were
Oh,
hyped
yeah.
for that. So, which by the way, you know, that game was marked down quite a bit, Fred. When
Yeah.
I know.
Nothing can go wrong with this
$100
plan.
gold edition with all the DLC included, it's like $40. You know. Sorry.
I don't have a lot of money, Ray.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna get Fred. We're gonna put him in. I was actually gonna send you that. I don't know if you'd be like, what the fuck you send me this for? Ice is hiring. It's like, I don't know if Fred wanted.
Maybe I should. Honestly, maybe I fucking should at this point.
Well, the starting pay is $60,000, Fred, and you get like a signing bonus too. So I think that'd be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay with tackling Mexicans, Fred?
I'm okay with tackling any kind of person who doesn't bother to learn fucking English when he's lived here for 5 fucking years.
Yeah. Isn't that ridiculous that, like, these people... actually, I will say it's...
We deserve to be here. Can you say that in English?
There was, like, a good week period, like, where these assholes were rioting, but have you noticed that shit has died down? Like, I guess the funding
Because
is,
everybody finally got arrested for it for once.
Yeah.
This fucking guy is angry.
You know what, though? I guarantee you Black Friday, Kingdom Come 2, you'll probably be able to find it for, like, $30. You know,
Oh,
'cause-
probably.
Now, if you don't get that game at $30, Fred, I'm gonna fucking put out a rant on YouTube. I'm gonna be like,
This
this fucking asshole here's been jizzing about this game for.
fucking retard.
I'm gonna do like a Kickstarter. I'll do like a fucking GoFundMe. Help this asshole get dead.
Get Fred to buy games.
One of these days, we're gonna take you into fucking the Mon Pa store, and I'm just gonna be, I'll be like, okay, just $20, Fred. I want to see you spend $20. I want to see you hand over $20 to somebody for a video game. You're gonna have like shakes, like a fucking like alcoholic out of like having withdrawals. You'll be like, and then you'll put the game in your hand, and you'll have like a spontaneous orgasm, like, oh. Oh god. But that's just the actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that store's selling body pillows at this point, you know? They got a bunch of plushies. It's only a matter of time before they have a fucking... Oh, man.
Are you dead? I tried to revive you.
Well, I was looking into the light while I was dying, some might say. There's a dying light.
It was a dying light.
Uh...
Why does this guy got like pink booty shorts on? What the fuck?
He's the one remaining homosexual in Harran.
Is he supposed to be the Hulk? Because he's green. Well, pink. I keep
Boy,
screaming. Let's
the-
run for the door.
The years have not been kind to Jim Sterling.
Thought that was Mark Ruffalo.
Same difference.
Pretty much. Ah, you heard that. Run.
Oh god.
You're running. You're wearing a plaid business suit, running around with a fucking bow.
It's business casual, my friend.
So many corpses. This is another thing that kind of fucks me off about, like, Ray, you're not getting censored. So we have this game.
Yeah.
This game. And you see this. And for some reason, Ready or Not went too far.
Well, Fred.
How many bodies are in this pile?
Fred, this is just the
You
disposal.
can't count them.
Fred, this is just the disposal thing from Planned Parenthood.
Oh, God.
Hey, look it. There's
all
the
the-
father of the kids. Oh, don't. Boy. Oh, that was.
Here's the mother.
Yep.
is a very special lady.
Yeah, that's quite a weird thing that they even have to censor that game. Like,
Well, it's like literally there is no standard because the standard is so vague. Like, and like my biggest issue is the game was already rated M for mature. Nothing needed to be taken out.
well,
So what standards do like Microsoft and Sony have? like what is the standard? That's all I'm asking. Put it in writing so I can fucking ignore it.
yeah, it's a weird situation. I always thought it was weird
Bullshit.
too
I'm
that
sick
like
of it.
I always thought it was a weird. I mean, there's not a lot of games that are rated AO. You know that's a real rating though, the adults only rating.
Yeah, adults only, and usually you only get that when there's like legit fucking in a video game, like you see penis and vagina.
Yeah, but I've always thought that was a weird thing that like on you know, like that's something that like console companies won't allow. I mean, I guess like maybe at that point it's just basically porn, so that's why they don't want to do it. But
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird. My thing is, and I'm not somebody that enjoys this movie, but I'm aware of the film, a Serbian film, and I'm like that. Even though I think it's a grotesque film, it should exist because it's a movie. Like people,
And it's
I've,
complete fiction. Like
It's
the
com-
reason why it's so twisted is because it is in the realm of fiction.
Yeah, but it's like there's not been a game that I can think of that has done anything more disturbing than that movie. And that movie, even as fucked up as it gets, like there's movies that are out there that are even more disturbing than that, right? There's that there was that one about like the Italian like fascists torturing like teenagers, Salo, or Sodom.
Oh, this 7 Days of Sodom or something.
Yeah,
And you got movies like I Spit on Your Grave, which is literally a lady like getting raped, but it's like a power fantasy for women because the lady comes back and cuts all their dicks off and feeds it to them and shit.
and it's like give me a call, Sony and Microsoft, when a game like has that level. And by the way, they should still allow it to be sold on their marketplace. But like then I could. But like at that point, I'd be like, okay, I could kind of understand like the optics of that. But it's like this is just a game that's like recreating like the situation that people have to deal with on a daily basis in law enforcement.
Well, it's like my thought process at the end of the day is, why are we still lying that consoles are primarily owned by like like children or people who have children?
Well, and by the way, here's two other facts. If a parent actually knows what the fuck they're doing, they would have like fucking parental controls on this shit nowadays. And
But then again, not to mention like how many fucking stories have you heard where it's like, oh, my kid got into my Xbox and spent $1 million on Roblox, and it's like, dumb fuck, maybe you should password lock your goddamn console.
I'll tell you one thing. I'd rather have my fucking kid playing Halo, like M-rated Halo games, than Roblox, because Roblox literally is a pedophile haven. Like, there's literally
then like for all the like cool stuff, and like there is literally like a 1-for-1 recreation of like several maps from Silent Hill 2 on Roblox. I found out recently.
Yeah.
But like for all like the cool stuff like that, it's obviously a den for predators because
it's target audience.
it's just the devil you have to deal with. Unfortunately, you just got to be more vigilant than the fucking pedophiles. And shock horror, unless you're dealing with a Jeffrey Epstein, most pedophiles are fucking retarded.
Which, yeah.
They will tell you straight to your face they want to fuck a kid and think there's nothing wrong with saying that.
And by the way, I know it ends up hurting like probably the legal cases of those people, but it is fun to watch those guys get like smacked in the face on like those fucking like Catch a Predator streams. My problem with that shit though is like I think a lot of that shit's scripted. I don't even think it's like real.
Oh yeah, it's definitely fake.
Yeah.
Like a majority of it is fake because the only ones that were real is the first like 3 on those channels.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say though is like the other fact is like I don't know if people have checked the statistics. I just saw them on X this morning. Like if you go back 50 years ago, Fred, because we're approaching 30, 90% of 30-year-olds either were married, had kids, or owned a house, and now it's like 10%. Like. There's not a lot.
Well, it's because like housing's priced out of the market, automotive's following suit, rental isn't even going to be rental anymore. You're basically just going to buy a room and sit there. while paying for like utilities.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna be in your wage cage and not own anything. You're gonna be happy.
That's what they want you to think, at least.
Yeah. Well, boy.
Just the fact that they keep trying to get away with shit like that. Like this like I know we brought it up before, but the recent shit with Visa and MasterCard, how fucking quickly did like every nation in the world announce their we got to protect kids on the internet act.
So what was
like
the
right after the
specific-
UK passed theirs.
You probably know this better than me. What was the specific like occurrence of events? Because I know the situation as it is now, but like, what was like the spillover?
So basically, they passed a law that basically was going to ban pornographic games that depicted incest, I think, and also they added lolly bullshit in there for good measure. And like
But these are
that
games.
was supposed to be the like Coffin of Andy and Lele, that like fucking VN like about visual novel that like about incest that people won't shut up about. I can't fucking talk right now because I keep getting smacked. Get away! Back off!
But they don't. You know what they don't realize they're doing, Fred. By the way, I'm against censorship, but I'm gonna make a joke out of this. You know, when they ban shit like that, then I don't have people I can make fun of.
Well, it's like the Coffin of Andy and Lele shit. Like they banned that stuff, and it's like they were banning like that, and then they went after mouthwashing. Then they started going after that one David Cage game. Oh, what was it called? It was the one about all the androids.
Detroit Become Human?
Yeah, they banned that one because the little girl android can die in that game.
You're kidding
Which I
me.
thought was fucking awesome, because you can literally have a cutscene happen where you fuck up a QuickTime event in the middle of a busy highway, and both you and the little girl get hit by a car, and this is before you find out the little girl is a fucking android. So it doesn't matter anyway, because she's not even a person.
By the way, I know David Cage gets his hate, and I know that like his games kind of have like very glaring flaws. But what has he been up to? Maybe I'm.
At least he seems like he's having fun with most of what he does.
Fred, I gotta say this. You know, call me. People can say I'm being a contrarian. I enjoy a good David Cage experience. I know they're just glorified. I know they're just glorified movies, but Heavy Rain I enjoyed, even though it kind of gets retarded.
Yeah.
I thought the Become Human game probably had the strongest writing of his games, other than Indigo Prophecy.
It was definitely the most fun. Most of the characters were at the bare minimum likable.
The,
But just to quickly finish up my thought from earlier.
Yeah.
About the censorship whole deal. But it's like, these people literally don't think, and everybody else knows what happens every single time, like, the argument comes up. First, they go after the stuff that you want gone.
Yep.
Then, they go after what they want gone, like the Wrath of God. And then everybody's scrambling to be like, wait, this isn't what we wanted. And it's like, yeah, then don't fucking vote for stuff that's gonna get it censored in the first place.
Yeah. As soon as you, and by the way, not once again, I'm thinking back to something Razorfist said, even though he's kind of proven to be a hypocrite about this shit now.
Well, it's like you can appreciate the right things somebody has said, even though they are currently wrong at the moment.
But he
never
used
discount that.
He used that One Ring analogy back before he did like his turncoat to like being a internet pastor with Melanie Mack or whatever.
Yeah.
And he used that analogy. It's like you have to destroy them. You have to destroy the mechanics that allow such like things to become a thing anyways. Like you should. That's why government should like be relatively small.
That's a tough zombie.
Oh yeah. That's why government should be relatively limited in what they can do, because as soon as you like create a large government, even if it's doing things you want, it's also set up for the possibility of doing the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And
well, it's like it's the tale as old as time. You cannot trust an organization with absolute power and impunity. There needs to be checks and balances in place.
Yep. And the problem with censorship is it's always going to, it's a pendulum that's going to swing back and forth and then it's going to become unsustainable. And the problem today is like the amount of like technology and the fact that like people don't even own media anymore. Like that's the biggest like concern with
Yeah.
digital is like how quick is it before like you can wipe a server and destroy like
Yeah.
100
Well,
years of history.
yeah, that's why the Stop Killing Games initiative is so important because, like, the fact of the matter is, going into this age where people are trying to force digital everything, it is going to destroy games on a scale that people don't even realize yet.
Oy vey, but what about my shitty money grab game? It's going
I
to.
don't give a fuck. Just make it so it doesn't die as soon as you take it offline,
Who's that?
moron.
I can't remember that fucking cocksucker's name. But
Pirate software.
what an irony, though, in the name.
He did it to himself. Oh, nice.
Oh man.
We gotta. Oh, are we just going in the front door, I guess? Guess so. Oh, crouch in. Ow! Not playing your game. I'm not playing your game. I have a gun.
You just did the good old Indiana Jones.
Yeah, except I have a fully automatic assault
Yeah,
rifle.
that's me.
Can you imagine he has
Hey,
that?
yeah, imagine if like Indy was just like watching that dick wave his fucking scimitar around. He just pulled out an AK and just lit him up.
Actually, in the game that Machine Games came out with, there's a scene where you have a similar thing with like a Japanese pilot, and he pulls out a knife. And technically, I think you could have a Tommy gun on you, so you could just like
Oh, nice.
you just like fucking rattle the guy full of holes. Oh yeah.
All right, how do we? Oh, it's a elevator button.
I love Japan, but that had to be the silliest shit ever for them to think they were going to defeat the United States. You know, fucking the logic of that. There was,
To be fair, who at the time would ever believe, oh yeah, this nation just has the ability to drop a sun on somebody?
yeah. But I mean, even if
Like
we,
that's like science fiction shit that we would think of back in the day.
oh jeez. Well, hey, that's all worked out well.
Zara's
I
research
mean,
Dr.
relatively, if it weren't for the fucking if it
Rosenbergs.
weren't for the fucking H-1Bs and the tourists shitting up Japan now, like fuck me.
Yeah,
It pisses me off how many people disrespect other nations that are actually trying to reasonably do a decent thing and go their own way.
well, I mean, that holds true though for our country too. When the H-1Bs come
Yeah,
in,
we
it's
fuck with a lot of people we shouldn't. Like that's the reason we got in Iraq for so many fucking years.
boy, that was a quagmire. Giggity. Uh,
Just as much rape too.
well, and not only that, I mean, fucking Christ, the whole generation of young men all fucked up from that shit coming back. You know.
Oh yeah. Like Gulf War syndrome and shit, and then like just the amount of like 19 to 20-year-olds we sent over just to essentially like let them kill a bunch of people and come home for no reason and watch their buddies die too. Just
Yeah.
screwed.
Well, and whatever good those soldiers attempted was completely like undone as soon as we left. You know.
Yeah, undone by the population that didn't appreciate it in the first place.
Yeah. Boy, in the Afghanistan exit too, like literally the people that we had promised to help because they had like done like been our translators and shit, just leaving
my
them,
way.
just fucking leaving. Oh, and
Yeah.
leaving the equipment.
Why
too.
did they ever trust us? Seriously.
Yeah.
Like I feel sorry for them, but it's like, dude, you had to have known.
Well, the person in charge when that happened necessarily didn't even know what the fuck was going on. God.
Yeah.
That like I've got my current like issues with the Trump. You know, I voted for Trump 3 times, but I do have my current issues with him with like the Epstein list and shit. But like, God, think
Yeah.
back to like 4 years ago, dude. Like the fucking like brain dead dementia case that was like not even fucking aware of what
Well,
was
it's
going.
like literally that fucking guy is why we sold out our entire reserve of oil to a nation that didn't fucking deserve it. Fuck Ukraine. I'm going on record right now. Fuck that nation and its piece of shit leader.
Yeah. Two wars that both started under the Biden administration that have been like completely just I don't even know if the I don't even know how to phrase it because it's like
Like,
I,
like
well, let
it's
me
just like it was a completely useless conflict started up by a bunch of warmongers.
well that and the war in Ukraine and also between the Israel and Palestinians and it's like you know I'm not Mr. Anti-Semitic. You could go back to multiple streams where I criticize the people that blame Israel for all the
Yeah.
world's problems, but at the same time,
Like outright hatred for like racial, like ethnic or religious beliefs is always fucking stupid.
but I do got to say this, like that October 7th attack, the one where the group Hamas went in there and attacked the Israelis and like mainly civilians and did like all kinds of barbaric shit that started this current war. The part
Yeah.
that's still the head scratcher, dude, is like Israel has like some of the best military intelligence in the world. Like it's a small country. They're the group Mossad literally, right now they're probably tuned into our fucking stream, and it's like at the so they were unable to see that there was a bunch of like enemy combatants breaking over into their country. That's like around the size of Connecticut. Like their country's the size of Connecticut, and they couldn't see that there was like several thousand combatants spilling over. Like I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but like how much of that current war was the result of their government wanting a tragedy to occur?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not saying that that is the case, but it is very weird that like it doesn't seem like they did much to stop the carnage. You know?
Oh no, like this was definitely trying to start another proxy conflict like Iraq, so we could have more military spending and shit.
Well, they're
It's
they're
just
the big
it's insulting to pretend otherwise at this point.
they're the big they're the big spender and also the big recipient of these military like industrial complex. Like people talk about how much money we spend on our military. Most of it is not paying the men and women that serve. It's paying these fucking
Yeah.
defense contractors. If we could still have a large military like we do now, and still pay our soldiers like even better than they get right now, and give them better benefits, and spend like a tenth of what we're currently spending. A lot of that money is just getting fucking. Like you gotta imagine that there's like so many stupid fucking like black box projects. For like
Oh
every
yeah.
for like every like cool project that's like a fucking railgun or some shit. You gotta imagine there's some like wacky fucking Fallout shit, like a teddy bear launcher. We're working on a teddy bear launcher.
The fucking
Hey,
railway launcher from Fallout 3. Shoot a teddy
oh,
bear at somebody.
dude, they
Oh
they
shit.
were back in the '90s. They were like experimenting on like chemical weapons, even though they're banned. But like they're not really banned because nobody fucking follows them.
Yeah.
So I think they were trying to work on like a chemical weapon that fucking would turn the enemy combatants gay on the battlefield.
Yeah, they were working on a gay bomb. I remember that.
You imagine it just is you're just fighting like a bunch of fucking like fuck
A bunch of homos.
yeah, I was gonna say though, like you just have like a whole
Sir, the gay bomb. It's had the desired effect. Okay, good. What's the problem then? Well, all these soldiers really love each other. They're fighting extra hard now.
I was gonna say though, like what happens if what if you drop that on like a Navy ship? Is it like they're doubly
You drop it
gay.
on the Navy's ship, it just sinks.
I was gonna say though, like the military has to like have like a backup plan for the backup. They have to have a backup plan though, so they have like a fucking detachment of like traps or something. God. You gotta imagine though, like that's probably just scratching the surface on the shit they've researched. You know, they got that.
Oh yeah. Like 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 fucking some of the experiments that we know about, like MK Ultra and shit. It's just like fuck me.
Oh yeah.
Like they literally just tried to mind control everybody. Good thing they were incompetent.
Well, I don't know. I think I mean,
They succeeded in some sense, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I think you know, I'm not one of these people that believe in like telekinesis, really, but I do think that there's probably some people that are like tuned in, like what is that term? Remote viewing, right? It's one of the things they worked on too. Was like
Yeah.
they apparently there were like situations where that shit actually did work, and it's like how much of that is a placebo and how much of that is real. But it's like, you know, there are
Yeah.
people. I think there are people that do have like a sixth sense, if that makes any sense.
Oh
There's
yeah, there are definitely things in like that you cannot explain, and some people just can do stuff that you cannot make sense of.
like like I hate to say it, but I feel like Chris Chan is someone that like looked into the abyss so much that like, you know, as wacky as that like interdimensional bullshit that he spews is, it's like, you know, maybe that level of like fucking like schizophrenic shit is like almost like fucking tapped into something like bad, like not something good. It's not like he's tapped into something holy, but like there's something there's something that motherfucker was exposed to. Like what was the term Jim used? The tupla
Tulpa.
Copa, which, by the way, fucking Mudahar put on that medallion, and now like his fucking he's coming to the roost because apparently he made up his IT career. Like that was the big. I forgot to tell you about that. Apparently, like
Yeah,
Mudahar,
no, I heard rumors of that, and it's like it's just like,
he's a serial liar. He's no better than Boogie, who he hates.
well, it's like at the end of the day, like you want to know what would have been a surefire way to make sure nobody ever found this shit out.
Don't lie.
Not be a piece of shit hypocrite on the internet.
Yeah.
Like the moment you start acting like a fucking piece of shit or a moral arbiter on the internet, people are gonna gun after you because they know for a fact as soon as you set that standard that you in no way follow that fucking standard.
You know, there's got to
Like
be
you're
a
setting yourself up for failure.
there's got to be a Sam Hyde joke in there about like an Indian guy lying about his IT experience. There's got to be.
That's the joke everybody already made. Like Sam Hyde doesn't need to make it.
Uh,
Like everybody and their mom was like, "Oh, yep, another Indian that faked his fucking shit to get a career he doesn't deserve."
oh man.
You know, I suspect even if
It's just
Sarah had
embarrassing at this point.
quarantine, he wouldn't
You
Like
know
the
him.
word "genuine" has lost all
felt the
meaning.
need to stay and help people.
In my opinion, people like him are worse than a wild cow like Boogie or Wings, because like Boogie and Wings, they're kind of there's at least a level of self like awareness that how like
Well,
fucking
it's like with a lol cow, you know, there's a big degree of mental incompetence.
yeah.
Mudahar, on the other hand, knew exactly what he was doing, and he knew he was fucking lying. Allegedly. I guess we have to say that now.
Allegedly, yeah. Uh, boy, I know he's a scumbag, but watching
Oh,
did you drop out? Did I drop out? Cause your character's stuck
uh,
there.
uh, oh, I'm still. Nope, you're gone. Ah, fuck.
Alright. What I was gonna
Shit.
say is,
Shit.
I know he's a scumbag, but I've been tuning into Billy Mitchell on X, and it's been hilarious because he's been dunking on that Carl guy that you know, the Carl guy who had like had
Who
done.
literally fucked his own case into the dirt. Like you have a slam dunk and you literally ruin your own case because you're like, yeah, well, he murdered somebody.
It
Cannot
okay,
send the invite. What the hell?
it said could not send.
Yeah, weird.
Let me
Let me
see.
try again.
Okay. I was gonna say though, it was hilarious. It's been hilarious though because he's been reacting to like all the internet drama that's been going on. It was hilarious to see what he was saying about Mudahar, though. He's like, somebody should
Yeah.
sue Mudahar. I'm like, this guy. I know he's probably. I should say, quote unquote,
Yeah,
probably.
it's not letting me send you an invite. Can you try and join me or something? Or maybe
Yeah.
I gotta reset the game. Yeah, it's not letting me send you one.
All right.
My internet looks fine.
Join. That's weird. I can only I can play or that's weird.
Uh,
Here, let me try quitting the game and restarting. Weird
yeah.
fucking. Xbox heard. Somewhat Phil Schiller heard our criticism of Xbox.
No, no, no. It's just because we're streaming. It's just the universe sensed the fucking capture cards kick on, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got to make this a fucking hell of a night, don't we?"
Massad's got like a chip in your Elgato. Fucking.
Massad's spying on me.
You got an Elgato too,
This kid
right?
talks too much shit about everything that deserves to have shit talked about it.
Yours is an
Let's
Elgato.
fuck with him.
Fred, yours is an Elgato though, right?
It's a 720 30, so it's 720p, 30 frames a second.
But yours
So
is
it's not even one of the top class Elgatos. I got like
no, but I got an Elgato too, and I gotta tell you, like, irregardless, like, yeah, mine's the 4K model, and yours is 720p model. Give them credit, like, even with this weird technical shit we have on, they make very reliable products.
oh yeah.
Other than when I had that one HDMI splitter, oh my god.
That was a magical moment. Just the fact that it synced up with your soundbar
I think
was
I gotta
perfect.
restart my Xbox, but I'll still be on stream because I'm talking to you on the Xbox PC app.
Yeah.
What a weird fucking conundrum.
Yeah, it's just not letting me send invites. Let me reset my game as well, because I think we hit a checkpoint when we turned on those machines.
Dude, I wish it had the outrun checkpoint. That should be, if I was president, it'd have the outrun checkpoint. You ever play the game Outrun, the racing game? Every time you hit a checkpoint in that game,
Outrun.
yeah, it was those old like Sega racing game where you went from city to city.
Oh yeah, okay. It's with the fucking the red Ferrari looking car.
Yeah, and the chick gets in your car and probably was
Yeah,
jerking
you've been playing a lot of Yakuza Zero lately, haven't you?
Yes. Every time you hit a checkpoint though, it goes checkpoint, checkpoint,
Yeah.
checkpoint,
Checkpoint.
checkpoint.
Better drive faster.
Whoa, that blonde is jerking you off.
Oh man, oh god, I always love that game, but like just the mere fact that you're speeding down the highway at such ludicrous like speeds, and then you tag something barely even a little, and you flip end over end and land wheels down.
Imagine they did like a fucking like full, really detailed 4K thing, and it just zooms in on your mangled corpse,
Oh,
giving
man.
like a thumbs up, like.
I miss weird racing games like that. Do you remember? Oh God, what was that one racing game? Split Second. I think it was sponsored by Disney in the short time
Yep,
period they tried to like make a like gaming studio.
they made some pretty good games at that point. They did.
Yeah, like fucking Epic Mickey. But Split Second, I remember that one specifically because like the whole premise was it was basically Burnout, except like you had a little button that you could press that blew shit up. Like, I remember like there was a point in the race where if you like waited long enough before using your like superpower up, you could actually like change the course of like the whole track
Yeah, it's not.
like that.
Did your Xbox reboot? It's not letting me join.
Yeah, I reset it. I'm currently loading back in.
Although once I do rejoin, I'm gonna have to make a quick bathroom stop because I've been.
Oh no, yeah, I gotta use the bathroom too. We can take it in shifts.
I'll keep the viewers occupied. I'll tell them about my fucking.
Oh, you brought it up first. You can go first if you want.
Oh, okay.
Let's just make sure we can get you back in the game first.
Yeah. And once I get back in the game, I'll just piss my pants in excitement.
you'll pee all over your capture card, and then it'll turn into like a fucking 4K like 320 frames a second, like dealio.
Yeah, it'll fucking it'll I'll have an 8K
With
TV. It'll
Zara's
just
research,
transform my
Dr.
TV.
Kanda
It'll
might
be
actually have a
8K.
chance to develop a cure.
10K.
That's
Your eyes are gonna bleed at how fidelic it is.
well, 10K. I remember seeing something, and they said like, if you wanted to make like a virtual reality headset where literally it would be indistinguishable from reality completely, that's like the
Yeah.
resolution you would need for like because the things are so close to your eyes, and it's like, as crazy as that sounds, that's probably like 10 years away, and that's gonna be crazy. Like not when it's like the current shit with like the headsets, but like when you could just put on a pair of glasses and it's like fucking Minority Report level fucking,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like Psychopaths, Fred. Honestly, Psychopaths is fucking reality with a fucking like criminal
It's
computer.
getting that way.
Yeah,
Like, like people are bringing up Shimonetta because they're banning all the fucking naughty stuff first, but it's like, yeah, like I could imagine we could jump very quickly from Shimonetta to fucking Psychopaths. You ever watch Shimonetta?
I'm aware of Shimonetta, but I have not had the
Yeah.
pleasure of watching it.
Uh, minimum premise is basically everything like fucking X-rated is banned in the world. Like nobody even like barely knows what fucking sex is. But the whole point of the show is like
That sounds like
the
a
main
reality.
dude. I think the main dude joins like this terrorist cell of people who are just a bunch of horny perverts who are sick of like everything being so prim and proper all the time. But his main like antagonist is like this really hot bitch who's like this prim and proper moral policer. But lo and behold, she actually turns out to be a super secret closet pervert who bakes him cookies with fucking pussy juice in it and shit.
They only did like one season of that show.
Yeah, I want to say the manga went on further, but I think it might have been because like the main voice actress for Pervy Girl like unfortunately passed away.
Boy, you better keep Jello Apocalypse away from that show.
I keep Jello Apocalypse away from everything. That motherfucker can't be trusted with a dog, let
Oh,
alone anything else.
I watched, before I go piss, I'll just say this. I watched the June the King documentary on him, and it's like, I remember watching some of his stuff back in the day, like, and just kind of getting bored with it, even though, like,
Yeah.
like, he clearly had, like, some level of talent, but it's like, boy, what a fucking, like, what a piece of shit to, like, go into, like, a project with, like, disdain and to then, like, act
Yeah,
like.
literally, it's one of these cases where it's like you hear about where it's like fucking Yandere Dab or Class of '05, where it's like this person goes into like this project and you find out way too late that like the project that they're making that's supposed to be this tongue-in-cheek satire just ends up being like just nothing but something to shit on this entire medium. That was the fucking Class of '05 like guy or '09 or whatever it's called. Jello Apocalypse. I stopped watching after he started having spurg fits and was like, well, like anime needs to be taken more seriously. But I don't like all these things about anime. That's why it's not taken seriously. And it's like, no, anime needs to be taken seriously, and people like you need to fuck off because you don't
It's
take anime seriously.
It's like the same and by the way, like there are like legitimate criticisms of Kojima's work, but it's like the criticism that I hate that people level at Kojima, like his games are weird. If his games weren't so weird, people would enjoy them more. It's like motherfucker.
The reason why they're played is because they're weird.
And that's why Death Stranding 2 is probably the weirdest thing he's ever made, and it's like doing well because a lot of people, it's finally clicked with them. It's like, oh, we could still have like a very serious like storyline, but also like fucking Die Hardman fucking dancing and singing like he's on fucking American Idol.
Yeah.
Did I show you
remember
that
when
clip?
you showed me that. Like, I legit thought it was like a source filmmaker thing when you first showed me it. And then I realized, oh wait, the graphics are really, really good. Oh no.
Let me just say this before I go piss, or before I piss myself. I'm just gonna say this, and I'll let you keep the viewers occupied for a couple minutes. But like the crazy thing about that is like that scene without context is hilarious. Even with context, it's hilarious. But then like when you actually get to like the scene afterwards, without saying too much into the story, because I don't want to spoil anything, it's like, oh wait a second, like he's actually doing that for an endearing reason. Like like Kojima manages to like give a legitimate reason why Die Hardman is dancing like a fucking, 80s fucking glam band.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
it's like everybody like fucking criticizes the weird shit about like Kojima's games, but it's like that's the things that stick with you. Like nobody ever talks about the boss fight with Vamp, even though it's fucking cool. Like in
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2, what do they talk about? Oh, so because he drinks blood, that's why they call him Vamp. It's because he's a vampire. No, the reason they call him Vamp is because he's bisexual. But that's what sticks with people. Like the fucking shit where like Snake is like talking to Sigan, like talking about like in Metal Gear Solid 3, just like, yeah, I feel like I was born to be in this box. And it's like, yeah, this box is a bunch of nuts. What the fuck?
I like how deadpan it is too. It's like he's almost like basically calling Raiden a fucking idiot. It's like that's why you thought his nickname was Vamp, you fucking retard.
If you were shot at or like knifed at by the superhuman like vampire who keeps slitting people's throats and drinking blood, wouldn't you think he was a vampire? The first thing that comes to mind when somebody pirouettes and cuts down a squadron of fully armed like guys isn't, oh, he's into dick and pussy. Oh, the best part is like Vamp, like isn't it like insinuated that Vamp fucked both like fucking
Hey, Fred, keep
like
the story going. I just gotta go piss before I piss myself.
okay, go ahead and go piss. But like what I love is I think it also intonates in Metal Gear Solid 2 that like Vamp fucked both the Colonel, that is fucking Fortune. Fortune's her name, I think. Chick with the railgun. I think it's Fortune. It's got to be Fortune. But like it's implied that Vamp's like fucking the Colonel and fucking Fortune, which is basically the Colonel's daughter that dies in the beginning of the game. They're just fucking this whole squad, like the family tree of the leadership of this squadron. Then you got Fat Man, who basically just goes off script on purpose, I guess, to blow up the goddamn big shell. But it's like, oh man. But it's sort of like trying to bring it back to the tangent about like things being weird. It's like that's the stuff that sticks with you. Like I hate whenever like somebody criticizes a Japanese game by saying it's too Japanese. And it's like, what? Would you rather it be inauthentic? Would you rather play a JRPG and have no like JRPG conventions in it? Would you really like a game that is so Japanese and made in Japan to be Americanized to the point where it fucking sucks? That's where you get Dead Souls, motherfucker. Yakuza Dead Souls. Actually, that's not fair. Yakuza Dead Souls is good in its own way. It's just not anything who was a fan of the Yakuza series wanted. Like they turned it into like a lock-on based like shooter, kind of like I guess you could compare it to like Scarface: The World Is Yours. It's a very bizarre game, but it's not bad. It's just like everybody criticizes that game though because it's the most obvious attempt for Yakuza to try and Americanize that in 3. It, and everybody complained. Everybody complained as soon as they got exactly what they said they wanted. And now all of a sudden that's back to the way it was. All of a sudden people are bitching that it's not the way it was before. It's just like, it's annoying. We keep going in these circles and it never ends. It's just like, I know I'm rambling at this point. I'm a little drunk. I got cotton mouth.
Hey,
I need to
Fred.
take a piss.
Hey, Fred, guess what I forgot to do?
Unzip your fly.
I forgot to hit go live. So I've been recording and technically I've been streaming, but it's not been live to actual human beings.
Ah! Oh, don't worry. I think I've had it going for the longest time. Actually, I should probably check because I didn't turn on YouTube to make sure, but I know it says streaming, so I think we're good.
Yeah, well, mine did too, but it technically has been streaming to YouTube. I guess the first part.
Yeah, we're
will go
going.
Okay, good. My first part will go up as like a VOD, I guess. Fuck.
Yeah, but I was just like, I wasn't really like, I was trying to carry on from what we were talking about with the like Kojima games and weirdness and like criticizing a game for being authentic or unique. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
an annoying standard that was set by a bunch of people who, honestly, at this point, like with all the stuff that's coming out about IGN and like the escapists and stuff, none of these motherfuckers actually cared about video games. But
Oh
I'll
man.
leave it. I'll leave my thoughts there.
Yeah.
Carry on the conversation while I go take a piss.
Well, okay. You go enjoy and yeah.
I mean,
Fred was gonna say. Fred was gonna be like, "What do you mean enjoy?" I'm like, I don't know. You know. I mean, there is a catharsis if you haven't pissed in a while, and you're like, "Oh, I kind of needed to do that." But yeah, the escapist, God, um, Ben, what is his name? Ben Crenshaw, whatever, Yahtzee. What a disappointment that dude turned out to be, and not to give racists for credit, but he had unnatural hatred of the guy. I always liked Yahtzee's work, but you know, I knew his kind of shortcomings, right? He was like overly hateful of like certain games and series, but like I always enjoyed his work. But God, did he kind of just like cuck himself with this new what was it, Second Wind or whatever like the former escapist people migrated to. It's like, yeah, dude, you should have just went your own. He could have literally went his own way, started his own channel, then not have been like tied into like these bullshit fucking, you know, social rejects, right? Like these charlatans. But he decided, nope, the paycheck's too good. I'm gonna destroy my image and brand. And it's like, you've seen this shit happen hundreds of times. I saw it happen with Bill Burr. Right, one of the guys that like, you know, what kills me about Bill Burr is it's a dude that fucking made his like bank, you know, trying to be this everyman, right? Trying to like tap into the zeitgeist of what people were thinking, and then he just takes all of that like goodwill, all of that like fucking, you know, success, and he's like, you know, you might be my fan base, but I'm gonna basically call you a bunch of retards. And in so many words, don't support me. That always kills me when there's like a prominent creator or, you know, entertainer that does that. I don't get it. I don't get it.
yeah, I'm back by the way. You're talking about Yahtzee, right?
Yeah, and Bill Burr, I was comparing the two.
Yeah, Bill Burr was a weird one because like he was consistent. He was like Razor Fist. He was consistent for years, but then all of a sudden 180'd like on everything he was talking about. Like all of a sudden became like went from being a populist to like all of a sudden like shitting on the very people who had very real fucking grievances with the California wildfires. Like that dumb motherfucker.
Might be his wife.
That is also true. Like, could be his wife's a liberal. That's what happened to Kevin Smith. Like his wife and daughter are big old lefties, and they're basically just making him make stuff for them, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, which by all means, like, I guess it's his right to do it, but don't pretend it's anything but. It's kind of annoying when you try to pretend it's not like just this personal passion project instead of something for the fans.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'd say Kevin Smith is more of a situation where it's like, ah, dude, why are you doing that? Where like Bill Burr is like, what? It's more of like a what the fuck is going on with this guy?
It was really out of fucking nowhere. It's like all of a sudden, like when the California wildfires kicked off, he was just like, nah, you're all a bunch of retards for criticizing the government entity that made this situation so much worse. It's like the dumb motherfucker, he probably doesn't even know that like all of California all of California's water is owned by the Fiji Corporation. Ass. Ow. Did you know that, by the way?
No. The expensive water? The guys that make the expensive water?
Fiji basically owns a bunch of like water, like bodies of water, like fresh water too, in California. And that's partial of why the California wildfires were so fucking bad, because Fiji, instead of letting the California firefighters use their water sources to put out the flames, they're like, no, we make too much money bottling it. Fuck you guys.
Wow. That doesn't
By the
surprise
way,
me.
why is a corporation just allowed to buy up a whole entire body of water in a state in America, when I do believe the Fiji Corporation isn't even based in America?
No, that's crazy. Jesus.
It is crazy.
I know that Mel Gibson has been a very vocal voice for the property owners there, because they're like, and I think for a lot of them it's the wake up call, because like a lot of those properties that were destroyed, the people are basically rallying behind Mel Gibson, and he's been the one that's been fighting for them. And
Well, it also doesn't help that legit no insurance company has paid out for the damages during the wildfires. It's like kind of embarrassing, like how bad it is.
gee, I wonder why people weren't like brokenhearted over that insurance CEO getting shot. It's like, look, you should not do that shit. Like, that's wrong. Obviously, it's murder. That fucking retard deserves to go to jail. But like, the reason why people weren't like brokenhearted over that is because look at health insurance, property insurance. These like insurance companies get away with literal fucking murder themselves every day.
Yeah,
Denying
and these
claims.
people are basically untouchable, like, at all times. Like, I'm not saying him getting murdered was a good thing. I'm just saying it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. But it's like these people are literally like the worst of the worst. They keep doing bad stuff. Finally, one gets got, and everybody's surprised that everybody's like, oh fucking well, I guess. It's just like, it's sad. By the way, the patsy's being thrown under the bus. Can't wait till they kill his dumb ass.
Just 1 minute.
I mean, think about all these people in the hospital that like probably.
All right.
By the way, that's another reason why I'm not on like organ donor registrations,
Take quite a while.
because
Oh,
they are finding
Now, what
that a lot of
There,
times
there are legit incentives that doctors have to like let an organ donor die just to steal their fucking organ.
What's
Yeah.
his name?
Amir.
Yep.
Yes, Amir Qureshi. What are you doing with a picture of him?
We had a mutual friend.
The samples are still viable. That's good. With some luck, your trip
Good
here
time.
won't have been for nothing.
I got
Where's
allergies.
the rest of the data, by the way?
Yeah, mine has been laying off, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have a bad attack tomorrow. It's supposed to get hot.
Shitheads to confront.
GRE? Crane, you watch yourself around them.
So this is this is pretty much the end of the storyline we're at,
Those people are all heartless,
right?
lying bastards.
What's up?
I hear you, Doc.
I said
Thanks.
we're almost done
touch.
with the main story.
Yeah, I want to say pretty much like, I forget when, but there's gonna be a point where we have to go after Rise, and we have to go back to that tower we were just on. Or we have to go to like a skyscraper. I can't remember exactly.
Did you
It's
want-
been forever since I beat this game.
Did you want to call it a stream once we get to the next segment of contacting the GRE? Because we have been on for 2 hours now. If you're watching me live, I've only been on for about 10 minutes because but it will be updated when the VOD goes up, because I do have a backup. Boy,
Yeah.
you know, everything was going other than a couple of dropouts. Everything was going smoothly, but lo and behold.
Oh, there had to be something. You
Yeah.
know it.
But I am planning on doing Metal Gear Solid 4. Probably not this week because I'm going to New York City, but the week after. I do want to beat that game before I start Delta. Which is kind of weird to go back from 4 to 3. I guess it kind of makes sense
Yeah.
though, right?
He says
The
if you
end
can
of
get
the
the rest-
series in terms of its story, and then the beginning.
Yeah.
Listen, Crane, I
And you
gotta
can loop
reiterate,
back
you
around to
better
like
watch
1
your
and 2.
back, your front, and both sides with those GRE bastards. They'll screw
Wouldn't that be
you if they
kind of
get the
cool if they
chance.
went chronological and did a
I
remake
know,
of
Doc.
1
I'll
and
be
2
careful.
in that order?
Just
And then-
need to figure
Well,
out
that
where
that's
things
kind
stand.
of like, in a way, that's kind of what I'm hoping for with the because I assume eventually they have to release like a second portion of like the Metal Gear games on disc, because you have 4, you have 5, you got Peace Walker, you even have Portable Ops. Like
I'll
if they
tell you, though,
remaster that, that'd be cool.
1 and 2 would definitely benefit from like that full-blown remake, but 4 really doesn't need it other than like maybe like a upscaling in resolution. I don't think there's much you could do with 4.
Honestly, 4 is one of those games that came out in the time period where you can tell it was a game of its time, but it's a very fucking pretty game.
The facial motion capture on that is still like, there's still games today that don't look that good in terms of like what Kojima captured with the faces.
Well, it's like plus it has a very distinct art direction, and like games with art direction always outlast games that go for like realistic fidelity any day of the week.
I mean,
Like even Phantom Pain, like that game looks amazing, and even that has
yeah.
like a bit of like sort of like hyper realism to it instead of like direct realism.
I just wish that 5, like the last act of that game's story, actually made its way. Like,
Yeah, they definitely kneecapped that game on purpose, though. You can tell.
yeah.
Konami basically like fucking made that game suffer on release on purpose.
I'd give anything just to have those two, like Konami and Kojima, bury the hatchet, just so he could complete like the original vision for 5, because like that would have.
Well, pretty much everybody has stated, like, from the gameplay of like Death Stranding alone and all the like little references to what's come before, like you can tell like Kojima really wishes he had his hands on the Metal Gear IP.
Yeah.
Because like that one dude is straight up Solid Snake.
Oh yeah. Neil Vana. I don't want to say any more about him, but yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool character. Really complicated character.
Oh yeah.
Probably the most complicated character in that game, other than I won't say who.
Probably Sam himself.
You'll see. Yeah.
Or Die Hard on. I assume
not-
he like.
Die Hard on. Well, no, Die Hard on isn't really complicated this time around, because, like, I don't want to say too much, but, like, it's very clear that he has a redemption arc, right? Like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's not much of a spoiler, because, like, Fred, a guy dancing like Die Hardman in that scene, you know? That's a happy man right there.
Oh,
You imagine the plot twist is he turned out to be the BB the whole time.
Sam, I was Lou. And you still loved me like a child.
This sultry black man.
Wait, you were a white baby. You're a black man. What the fuck? I had to see what privilege was like, Sam. I had to be white for once.
Oh, man.
I guess we're
Hey, Troy,
contacting the
give the samples
GRE.
to Dr. Camden. Now I'm gonna go have a little talk with the GRE.
And what are you going to tell them?
Everything. I'll meet you later, Troy.
Alright.
This is Crane. Do you copy?
Kyle Crane, you can hear me, can you not?
Lies. Where are you?
Exactly where I should be, atop my own tower. Of
Oh,
course,
this
mine
is the last mission.
complete, but it
How
still
long do you think
stands
that
as
would
a
take, the
monument
last
to chaos,
mission?
to entropy, to what it means to be ruled only by oneself.
I'll kill you for what you did to Jade. For everything. I'll
hard to
fucking
say,
kill
probably.
you.
I had hoped that would be your attitude. You see,
I don't know how long it would take.
a war of opposing
I
philosophies.
don't want to say 15, 20 minutes and then have it take an hour.
proves true. Come,
Did you want to do it? I got
come and
time.
challenge me. What is it you
Fuck
have
it, we're this close, we might as well finish it.
Alright. Now, if it gets
See,
past,
he's daring us. We gotta fuck him in the
There is no
ass.
war.
if it gets
There's only
past
your
midnight, I
fucked
might
up
have to
outlook.
throw in a
Go to
towel,
hell.
but
Oh, no. I don't want to be going to hell.
as long as we get it, I think we'll get, because it's just going to the tower, pretty much, right?
With our GRE
Yeah, climbing the tower and then kill and rise.
alligator, no less.
Allegedly.
They know I have all of Dr. Zera's research data. They call it the keys to the kingdom. Very shortly, a helicopter will
Have you met Hartman yet in Death Stranding 1?
Imagine the damage.
Yeah, you meet him in the beginning of the game. Oh, no, that's Dead Man.
Yeah.
Heartman. I haven't met him yet.
Think you can
I've seen him though. I've talked to him now.
Crazy son of a
Oh,
bitch.
it's gonna be cool when you actually
That
meet
is
him.
what I had hoped to hear. Come and find me, Crane. Let us finish
Have
what
you
we
showered with have you showered with Deadman yet?
You can do that.
What?
Okay.
Don't, Fred. It's actually I won't say anymore. It's a pretty important story beat. That
It's a touching scene of
yeah.
Sam and Guillermo del Toro being totally okay with bathing together. What? Hey! Why? This game is trying to kill me, dude.
I just want to think what Die Hardman's reaction was to that. Why is this fat Mexican man and this delivery guy in the shower together?
Why is Guillermo del Toro cradling Norman Reedus like a baby?
Why is he breastfeeding him? Oh no.
Ah!
That happens. Your BB unit enters the toxoplasmosis phase, where it, like, you know, gets sick. Fragile whoops the fuck out of there. She's like, Sam, this is just too weird for me.
Honestly, Sam, I felt more attraction to you when I killed your child.
You know though that fucking Troy Baker would be just fucking cranking into that situation. Oh, Sam.
Furiously beating his meat, just like, yeah, I get to kill a baby in this scene.
Oh god.
Cutscene. I think.
He's made a deal with the GRE. Now he's about to.
Oh, that was a quick loading screen.
Yeah.
I love that though. Like, government organization just does what a government organization would actually do, which is try to bail out zombie Hitler. But he could be useful. He killed thousands, maybe even millions.
Millions must survive.
You're not thinking about the long-term plan here, Crane.
Millions must survive.
Millions must die. Millions must die. What the fuck would you do if Trump came on the radio one day and says, like, my American people, millions must die. I will not explain myself. Have a good evening.
India just falls off the map.
You see a giant mushroom cloud on Israel and fucking Pakistan. Oh, here we go.
Do not redeem!
Do not redeem? Oh, man, I remember this part, too.
I finally created peace in the Middle East. I've glassed
I finally stopped those fucking morons.
I've glassed the entire continent. We're gonna put an ice skating rink there.
Don't worry, they're all dead. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of zombos.
Except for the guy that invented Dubai chocolate. It's a great idea, great business proposition. Charge $30 for a chocolate bar. I wish I'd thought of it myself.
Yeah, what is even this Dubai chocolate trend? It's just like, it's that weird chocolate with a bunch of green shit in the middle of it.
It's actually pretty good. It's like a pistachio kind of mixture.
Ah, okay.
It's not.
So it's not $30.
It's not worth. Well, actually, all these.
The only reason it's $30 in Dubai is because everybody's fucking rich in Dubai.
Yeah. Well, all these, their chocolate brand came out with a Dubai bar, and it's like way cheaper, and it's just as good. By the way, all these chocolate commonly slept on, but it's like really high. It's basically lint.
All these everything really slept on.
It's basically lint quality, lint chocolatiers. It's basically as good as their shit, and it's like a fraction of the cost. Their dark chocolate's really good.
Yeah. I think they have like one of those like sort of chili pepper chocolates. It's got like the chili flakes in it.
Can you imagine like the Aldi's AI,
Where the
like the
fuck are
Aldi's
we
head...
going? What the fuck?
Remember that one scene in the Captain America film that was like really good? The one where he was like he had to go rogue. It was the one before Civil War.
Oh, Winter Soldier. Couldn't
Yeah.
say that right.
Remember there was like that AI contraption that he encountered that was like the Nazi dude from World War II?
Yeah. I
Imagine
remember
like
that.
imagine like the Aldi's headquarters. It's like AI Hitler that's like coming up with all these like fucking like we need to come with a new product. We're going to make chili flavored chocolate. I'm I'm on my redemption arc. I'm making low-cost groceries for the world. All these expands everywhere except Israel.
Why won't it let me over the fence? I'm being chased. Eating my butt cheeks like a bongo drum. Oh, god damn it. It's a fucking another valve thing.
Oh man.
Look, can you just... Nope. Nope, you cannot. You're physically incapable. Every fucking cell in your body just says murder. I found where we're supposed to go, by the way.
It kicked me back to the oh,
What
whoa.
the hell?
Yeah,
I'm inside where we're supposed to go, so I can't come back and find you.
Alright, I'm gonna
And
try
I'm being spat at by one of the volatiles. God damn it!
Fred, you wouldn't believe where I am right now.
Where are you?
I'm in the pipe system.
Pipe system?
Yeah, that we used to get over here. Okay, I'm out of it.
Okay, cool.
It really set me back though. Boy, was that a hike. Don't die again. Don't die again. Don't die again.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just trying to wait until you find me.
I just died again. Alright.
Dang it.
Please just teleport me to Fred, God. Please just teleport me to him, because I don't want to have to go through that fucking tunnel shit again. Well. Okay. This is better, but... Trust me, I wish I was there. It's just... I'm in a very precarious situation, Fred.
You're fine. Honestly, I can't leave where I am, otherwise I'd come and try and find you.
No, it's just a matter of trying to get out of here. I'm in a very, very bad situation, but I can get out. I know I will. It's just... I'm like Jesse in Breaking Bad when he was abducted by the Nazis. It's like, oh, this is not good. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I think I gotta go this way. Oh, geez.
Behind you. I'm over here, Ray.
I know. I have to get a grapple point though, and I'm trying to figure out where I could grapple onto.
No, I'm down here on the floor.
Oh, did you make your way down here?
Yeah, I traveled back a little bit.
Well, now I'm glitched. Okay.
Is that a volatile? God damn it.
Yeah, that's... Welcome to my personal nightmare. How do we get out of this, this fucking drainage well?
There's a little pipe on the ground.
Oh.
Okay, good. It spawned me right here. Yeah, so there's a little pipe, right here. Good.
I probably should have thought of that, but... You think...
Oh, God. think it's this way.
Did
Or
we just?
not. Where the? Okay, there's an arrow here. Okay, follow the arrow. I lost the pipe that I came out of. Okay, there's another arrow.
I need to craft some med kits once we get out of here.
Yeah. Shit.
Is that the pipe we need to go through?
Doesn't matter. There's a volatile in there, but volatile behind us. Run. God, we're going backwards, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find the right way. Give me a sec. Fuck off.
Oh. Oh boy.
This one? No, that's the one we just went in.
Oh man. It sent me back to my fucking nightmare. Okay.
There we go. Okay, I got back in. All right. Okay, I know how to get up.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Hold on. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I definitely went the wrong way. Oh Jesus. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I literally went back the exact wrong way. I'm gonna drop out of the game and have you. I'm gonna rejoin it. Because
Okay.
listen, it's just the stream will be an hour of me retracing my. Oh God. Oh man, what a fucking that's the one little kind of weird thing about this game is when you're doing co-op and with the checkpoint system, it can literally cause you to go the exact opposite way you needed to because of how it respawns you sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Doesn't help that all the arrows are pointing the exact wrong way that we're supposed to go.
I met Camden. He was very excited to see
Because that's the
Zara's
arrows that
samples.
brought us over to
He
Old
says-
Town, right? Back in the
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Do you need an invite? Nope.
I should be joining you.
There you are.
All right.
Now this way.
Is this further along at least?
Well, it seems to be like the way that the. Oh, there's a zombie. There's a volatile. Oh God. Let's just run. Just keep running. Oh, got it. Right here.
All right.
To the slums.
Rice made a deal with the GRE. Now he's about to escape from Harran.
I
with the rest of
like.
Zara's
I know the Old
research.
Town area is cool, but I still feel like the slums is what makes this game.
It's definitely the part of the game they focused more on.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you make a city, it's just like tall buildings. What else can you put there?
All right. I'm just gonna do some crafting quickly.
Yeah. I used a ton of my med kits.
All right. There we go. Excellent.
All right.
Now we just
All
need.
right, I got enough where I'm comfortable.
I got 12, so that's... At one point I had 20, which for me was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
If you remember, most of this playthrough was me with like 1 or 2 medkits at a time.
Oh, we got a follower.
Alright. Oh, good thing I just committed suicide. It's
I
just
got you.
it's just, thank you, Fred. It was just a flesh wound, that 80-foot fall I took.
Yeah. It's not like your intestines would have shot out of your asshole by hitting the concrete that hard or anything.
Crane is just built different. You know, part of his government training was having his intestines fall out of his asshole.
He's like a sea cucumber.
uh,
Hey, he's running.
yeah, he heard us talking about what Crane went through. He's like, I don't want any part of this shit. He's fucking scared.
Go away. You guys come here.
We got some Resident Evil fucking flesh monster fucking intestines fucking spilling out.
I thought this was the way to go. Okay, never mind. Guess we have to.
So in the new Dying Light the Beast game, do you play as Crane?
Yeah, it looks like you play as Crane again. Like, that's why I found it so odd, because it's like legit, like from the end of the following, it looks like Crane was just legit dead. Or at least transformed. I guess they're going with the, I guess he's like half transformed or something. Like he's not fully human anymore, but he's not exactly a mindless monster.
So
Because that's what they were trying to set up in, I want to say, Dying Light 2, right?
Yeah. So Metroid Fusion, Samus becomes...
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Boy, does Metroid Bread. Imagine that's the name of the game.
Metroid Bread.
Yes. Samus becomes a loaf of bread. Metroid Dread. Did they take that literally with Samus and the Metroid relationship?
Maybe. Hey, yep. About to enter the game's finale. All right, let's long time coming. Let's get this finished.
Do you know the ending of Metroid Dread?
GRE. Now he's about to escape from...
Actually, no.
Oh, do you want it spoiled?
Sure.
She literally becomes the Metroid at one point.
That's cool.
Oh, it is cool. Like she literally she gets like a really a suit that's
It booted you from my session.
was that because of this like last quest? It has to be solo.
No, you can play this last quest co-op, I think.
Do you want me to rejoin? No, it looks like the matchmaking thing is grayed out, Fred.
Oh, we have to finish this on our own? I could have sworn you finished this with a buddy back in the day.
I don't know. I honestly think it might make more sense that you can't, but
All right.
because you pause your game, is your matchmaking screen?
Yeah, matchmaking's grayed out. You're right. Oh shit! I guess we have to fight this last part on our own.
But Metroid Dread does a lot of really cool stuff too, with like Samus's upbringing and like the Chozo culture, like more than any
Oh,
game.
nice. They give a little backstory to that.
Oh, Fred, they play a very central role in the game. I don't want to say much more than that. It kind of sucks though that like she only gets her suit at the end of the game, and then it breaks away because like she literally couldn't keep her Metroid form because it'd kill her, you know.
Oh yeah.
But it was like, oh dude, imagine if you it would have been so cool if they gave you a mode where you could go through the main map with that. But it'd probably break the game because it literally allowed you to destroy.
Most definitely.
It literally allowed you to destroy all of the fucking structures in the game too. It was crazy, the end sequence with their final form. But yeah. Oh Jesus. Oh shit.
I'm a little lost. Huh?
We gotta. Do we have to kill all these fuckers?
Oh, you found the volatile door, didn't you?
Yeah,
No, you gotta run from that, Bubba.
that's what I was thinking. It did say run away from the zombie horde, but part of me was tempted to like see how far I could last.
see, see how many zombies were there?
Kind of go out like the Halo Reach Spartan fucking, you know.
Oh man, that ending of that game is always awesome.
It's kind of like Bungie's like love letter to the series too, you know.
Yeah, it's like we know we're giving the like game away to people who we basically hope will, you know, not fuck this game into oblivion.
Boy.
I love how sick of Rise Train is.
God damn it!
Ooh. Oh my Jesus!
Ow.
Alright. The little kid was not used to Indian sanitation, I'll tell you that. Imagine a Dying Light game set in India. Now that would be a fucking...
I mean, Harran is basically nondescript sort of... God damn.
Harran's kind of like a little bit of Latin America, a little bit of Middle East.
It's like a mix of like Middle Eastern, African, and like sort of like countries of the like.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck me. Wish the game would let me use my grappling hook.
You know this mechanic that you've been using? We're not gonna let you enjoy it in the last...
Well, to be fair, you don't unlock it until like late game anyway. Why?
Yeah. Fuck! What did the Crane developed asthma all of a sudden at the end of the game?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I've died like 4 times. It is not a very pleasant like.
I'm supposed to fucking go.
Are you at the jumping part where it like seems like there's
Yeah, like right now I'm just getting chased around by a bunch of fucking infected up top. I suppose. Oh, am I supposed to go down? Oh shit.
You gotta
I'm
go
dead.
through the pipe. Have you gotten through the pipe?
Okay.
Yet?
Yeah, I think I figured out where to go.
Yeah, they don't give you much direction, do they?
Not very, but at least I know where to go now. I thought I was supposed to climb up.
They definitely wanted this to feel like the insurmountable challenge. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
are just escaping by the seat of your fucking pants.
This is the end.
This is the end. This is the end. For nondescript reasons, we're not letting you
Oh.
play co-op. I guess it makes sense though, and it's kind of like parkour-y part, why they didn't want co-op to be on. Because...
I mean, yeah, like... Fuck me. Big volatiles. It would be kind of annoying trying to, like, go back and heal your buddy every 5 seconds
Ray!
if one went down.
Ray, you keep dying, Ray! Ugh.
Oh, volatiles.
What? There's some very cheap volatiles that show up.
Holy crap! That, like that one that jumps down right in front of you at the pipe.
Yep.
Oh. Jeez.
Oh boy, here's a ladder. I want the
Oh,
snake
I'm
ear
into that.
music.
Yeah, I'm
play.
ready. Same exact part. Nice.
Do, 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 do.
Holy crap. Fuck that.
Oh man.
Quite an entrance. Perhaps you are a king. A king of mud.
King of Mud.
Here, Crane. Accept an
You
offering.
rise.
Listen here, Rice. I know a lot about king metaphors that don't work. Oh.
You cannot even reach me.
Fuck you, Rice.
Can't kill you, can't defeat you, motherfucker. You just wait.
Yeah, I like how it's like the typical like ego of like a Bond villain, which I know people are like, oh, there's nobody that'd be this retarded. It's like actually most villains are that retarded that they would
Oh yeah.
like their ego is so fucking like pungent that it's like I'm not going to kill you. Instead, I'm going to have an elaborate series of traps to kill you.
Well, that's why I love, like, every exasperated reaction from Crane. Like, fucking Roger Craig Smith, I almost said Michael Clark Duncan for some reason, but Roger Craig
I'm
Smith does a
tired,
great
boss.
performance in I'm tired, right? Throws him off the tower.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fucked up carnival music. Are you on the elevator too?
Yeah.
Let me offer you a
My elevator's having a stroke, though. The arrow buttons are, like, glitching.
The music of suffering, played by slaves.
Is he calling me a gypsy?
Perfect for a slave.
Probably.
No, gypsy. I like how, like, one of the biggest, like, I like how, like, two of, like, the biggest, like, white supremacists online is literally some gypsy faggot that wears Joker makeup. And then, like, Nick Fuentes. You know what I'm talking about? Gypsy Crusader?
I do not know who that is.
Oh, it's
So he
prob-
wears Joker makeup?
He goes on, like, chat roulettes and, like,
Oh.
says, like, racist shit. I will be honest, I don't agree with his worldview, but there was one that was really funny. I don't know,
Oh, yeah?
actually, I hate describing it, because the guy is, like, a piece of trash, but it was, I did laugh, I'll admit it. He you know, he used a certain gamer word, at this group of young black gentlemen, and, they were upset, so they started pulling out their clocks and shit, you know? And then he had like a Joker style like cartoon gun, and when he shot it out, it had the N-word written on there. And the faces that they had, they were dumbfounded. They were like, he beat us. We might have Glocks, but he won.
Killed that motherfucker with my bare hands.
Not this way.
That's hilarious.
We've laid mines on the...
I mean, the guy is like a literal piece of shit, but like that was funny.
Oh,
Like,
no doubt.
as high as you can.
Oh, god damn it.
And you can
Well,
come back.
you know what the problem is though? Like, people hate him because he's like a hateful person, but it's like, yeah, I don't like his hateful like shit, but like at the same time, you know, he's not these like gangbanging like kids either that are like going around with Glocks, right? Those,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I highly
well,
doubt.
actively threatening people with Glocks too. Like, I don't care if it's on chat roulette. You pull out a gun and you show it to somebody, you're basically saying, "Hey, I can kill you."
Yeah, and by the way, I
Asshole.
highly doubt that they have like legal permits or anything. You know what I mean? I don't think they got those guns through a gun dealer, is what I'm saying.
Probably not.
I think it
they're probably in a state where, like, by the way, New York, you saw that terrorist attack in the
I'll let
city
you
with
bet
some
when I didn't
nutcase
talk
that
so
drove
damn much.
out here, right, with a fucking M4, and it's like, well,
Yeah, I heard about it.
yeah, he for some reason he didn't observe the gun-free zone signs. If only he had taken note that was a
Yeah,
gun.
if only he had seen all the signs about you're not allowed to have firearms. I
Like if
wonder why
that,
that didn't work on the terrorist.
like if he had he wouldn't have been able to get much ground covered in Florida because everybody down there is packing, and he would have had a survival time of maybe 10 seconds before he got killed.
He'd be calling the police saying, "Please arrest me. I tried to do a terrorist attack. All these guys are trying to kill me now." The cops wouldn't come as he's being ripped apart by the civilians. God damn it. Brain, you can jump. You can grab onto ledges. You can stop starting me back here.
You know, now I'm just picturing, because this guy is also the voice of Sonic, or at least was the voice of Sonic for quite a long time, right?
Yeah, at one point, yeah. That's
Imagine,
hilarious. Like Chris Redfield voiced Sonic and this guy.
and they both are of Resident Evil fame.
Yeah.
But imagine like they did a Sonic with like the stamina of Crane, where like sometimes he's like, you know, full fucking stamina, but then other times he's like just winded. And like, just imagine like a Sonic game where like Sonic is like passing out from asthma every other level.
Oh god. Just blacking out, just like trying not to turn into a zombie or something.
He does
God
like
damn it.
He does like the spin dash, and like Robotnik or Eggman is like ready to like give him some speech, and he's just like huffing and puffing. He's like, "Motherfucker, I just fucking ran halfway across the world. Give me a fucking minute to catch my breath."
Stop giving me all these fucking quests to go on, Robotnik.
You think maybe he just does it because he's lonely? He doesn't want world domination. He's just lonely.
Yeah, probably. The only reason Sonic does it is because he's bored all the fucking
Where does
time.
Where does Eggman stand on like the level of villainy? Like Donkey Kong has done like bad guy stuff, but I'd consider him overall to be a good guy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he's
Well,
overall.
but like you put Robotnik in the same like sort of like scrutiny. Robotnik has tried to like Eggman has tried fucking kill Sonic several
that's
times.
We're like, I feel like which is what I was gonna say. I think he's more evil than Bowser, because I feel like Bowser, even though he's like a villain, you know, he's.
Well, he's like this snidely Whiplash fucking villain. He twirls his mustache and he's like, "Haha, I have your girlfriend."
And there has been situations where Bowser has kind of been the good guy, like in Mario RPG, like maybe begrudgingly, but you can kind of tell, even though it was begrudging, like he kind of by the end of that story really respected Mario.
Well, it's like Bowser's main deal is he's just after Peach. He doesn't give a shit what he has to do to get to her. Oh crap. But like at the end of the day, like it's not like Bowser hates Mario because he's Mario. He hates Mario because Mario's the only guy in the way of like his fucking princess.
Imagine he like finally sits down with Mario and he's like, "Dude, this fucking bitch stole all of my stuff in the divorce. We were married, Mario. I was married to this fucking bitch. She stole all my shit, dude."
I'm a monarch. I'm a fucking king, man. This was supposed to be for peace, and like that. Now, there's a trade deal and everything set up, Mario. You wouldn't believe the things I had to do for this fucking cunt.
She stole my fucking. You know, she's trying to get cow.
I might as well have given her nuts in a bag, Mario.
She's trying to get
She
custody.
has my nuts.
She's trying to get custody of the Koopalings, that fucking cunt.
Yeah, but she won't take Bowser Jr. Even though the bitch knows she's the fucking mother, man.
Oh God! Imagine though, like because he's a
Bowser
fucking.
Jr. is fucking genetically related to Peach.
But imagine because Bowser's technically like a lizard, right, or a turtle.
Yeah.
So imagine like he had to lay a fucking egg and she had to like fucking like squirt in it or something.
Even worse, what if she had to lay an egg?
Oh my god. There's some weird Funari art of Bowser and Peach out there. Oh god, Bowsette! That was when Bowser looked like Peach, right? That was Bowsette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had the internet. That had the internet's attention for a minute.
Yeah. It's still got a grip on the internet for some, like, so many people are just like it doesn't take much to get people to like talk about, hey, remember that time where Bowser was fuckable?
Oh god.
Like there's like already several things like people are posting about like new fucking Mario media. And it's just like, remember Bowser? What are you, 5?
You know, with this younger generation, because you know Nintendo has like a younger generation.
I'm at the final cutscene, by the way.
Oh, I'm still
Keep
parkouring.
talking.
I died like 6 times when Crane fell off the crane.
Ah, quick time event. I hit X.
Oh, is there a quick time event? Oh boy. But what was I gonna say about something? Oh, you know, like Nintendo has like a younger generation of developers now. Like they're the ones that made Splatoon and shit, which is like is the one thing that's keeping me hopeful because like it shows like at least they have like the formula for the next generation. But it's like you know a lot of those like guys are more, let's say, you know, modern kind of Japanese where they probably grew up with like fucking like, you know, hentai dojins and shit like that. You know, imagine like in the moonlighting they're just drawing like some of the fucking like fucking Bowsette shit, you know, as like a fucking
How many lives depend on this disc? Hundreds, thousands.
Alright, I'm in the final cutscene
perhaps
too.
billions.
I fucked up the quick time event twice.
Oh my god, I missed the quick time event! Shit!
Do not pretend you don't care.
Oh, god
How
damn
many
it.
lives depend on this disc? Hundreds, thousands, perhaps billions.
Not this so normally.
You are right about one thing, Crane. Suleiman, he's dead.
Oh, I'm
Buttons
fucking...
don't change, Fred. The buttons don't change, Fred.
You are right about one
Yeah,
thing,
my
Crane.
listen, my
Suleiman,
quick time
he's
event-a-thon is not going well either.
You are
I would
right
have rather
about
have had
one
him
thing,
like a
Crane.
real enemy you
Suleiman,
could fight
he's
instead of this
dead.
quick time event shit.
Yeah.
He
Then
died with
again,
his brother
like,
in this
we killed what's-his-face. He was a real enemy, and all we did with him was just wail on him until he stopped moving.
That's what I wanted to do to this piece of shit!
He died with his brother in this city. You don't even belong here, Crane. You don't know what suffering is.
Yeah, this
This is a dead
motherfucker's
bitch.
telling me I don't know what suffering is? Dude! Dude!
Have you ever tried talking to you?
I will teach you, Crane. You will suffer alongside me.
Ah. Yeah, I bet your intestines hurt more than eating Indian food, you piece of shit.
Yes. Go on. You cannot resist. Do it. I won't fight you. Just as you killed Tahir. Do it!
Fuck you, asshole. You want me to make my own rules?
Crane so
Rule
much.
number 1. You're gonna
Shut
spend the rest
up,
of your
dude,
goddamn
come
life
on.
in fucking agony.
Do not leave me like this, Crane. Prove you are a man. Take your
Will
vengeance.
you just shut the fuck up?
Haha. did the helicopter come from? Was it waiting? Was they just fucking?
It was waiting for dramatics.
Let's pull up once this shit looks like it's over, but not over.
It's gonna look totally cool. Come on, we're gonna capture it on video. We're gonna post it to YouTube.
Hey guys, it's GRE.
Logan Paul just posted a video of a dead body in a suicide forest. Come on.
Yeah. Dude, that was right around the time this game came out, right? Like fucking 2016.
Found it.
You know, as much as I can't stand them, they have managed to hang around like a tick embedded in someone's ass. They've somehow managed to keep like relevant, even though they're fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, they are fucking garbage people, and I hate the fact that so many people are like, well, they're doing good stuff. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just selfishly, like, collecting all this fucking revenue for themselves and fucking people over.
Yeah.
Like, all these boxing events that they put on, it's not for it's not for anything except for their own benefit.
Yep.
Why you think they're never the ones that lose?
Let's ask for a decision, asshole!
Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, but I did hear something that made me chuckle. Jimmy, you know who Jimmy Carr is? He's that British comedian, very dry humor.
What's that?
I said, you know, I said, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, but I got something funny, a joke I heard. I think it was Jimmy Carr. He's the kind of dry British comedian dude. He said, I wonder if his Undertaker was the Undertaker.
That'd be amazing.
Ah, dude. That, like, we were talking about this on the phone the other day, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, Hulk Hogan is not a perfect human being, but, like, this, like, the guy was not a rapist, he's not a murderer, he didn't, like, do anything, like...
If anything, the whole, like, the whole N-bomb, like, conversation he had, like the whole thing, he's just, like, saying, like, well, yeah, like, if she was gonna fuck a black dude, why didn't she fuck, like, one of these giant basketball-style, like, black dudes?
Well, by the way, like, the reason why he had the conversation is his daughter basically became a fucking whore, like, and I, you know, I'm not saying, like, it was great for him to use that word, but it's like, I'm sorry, if that's, like, your determination whether or not someone should get, like, you know, tributes that contributed to this field of wrestling, it's like, I'm sorry, there's a lot worse than that. Like, there's this guy named, with the last name Benoit.
Her first name, Chris.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to say Chris.
I wonder what he's doing in the WWE right now.
Hey, we'll talk about it next time I see you.
Well, you know, he's a little bit, he's on a break right now.
That's an extended break, let's say.
He's taking some
indefinite hiatus.
He's spending some time with his family. Oh, it's terrible. Boy, oh boy. That was a bad joke. I am so sorry. Well, actually, he's probably not.
It's just a depressing story, but, like, you can make light of it. It's an old enough fucking deal at this point.
Listen, he's looking up. He's looking up.
I don't think he's looking anywhere. Didn't he blow his face off with a shotgun?
Yes, Fred. But
or did he hang himself?
Maybe, hopefully both. Hopefully he did like.
Hopefully both. he did like a kickflip off the shotgun, and when the butt of the stock hits the fucking wall, he immediately puts the noose around his neck and kicks the chair. That way it blows his face off as soon as he snaps his neck.
But I do use that phrase quite a bit when I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm not God, so I don't know who's in hell and who isn't. But when I'm like a good 90% sure that someone's in hell. You know, when someone's...
I mean, like, murdering your spouse and then committing infanticide.
Hey,
yeah, there's a special place in hell.
There's at least a 95%
I'm going to say something very controversial. I could imagine some reasons to kill your wife. I can never, though, imagine any fucking reason to kill your son or daughter.
So look, you know, But like I said, I'm not God. I can't tell you who's in heaven and who's in hell. But you think of a really good person, you're like, oh, they're looking down, right? They're in heaven. But you think of Chris Benoit. No, that motherfucker's looking up.
Yeah, but I'm sure he knows he deserves to be there.
I always thought Dante's Inferno though is like the best depiction of hell because it's like it doesn't lean into like the kind of like as much on the masochistic torture as much as it is like the repetitiveness of like
Yeah.
it's sort of like
And all the punishments are supposed to be in some way ironic.
like imagine Epstein is like fucking he's in hell and it's just like endless sex, but his like dick is just like chafed off.
Well, they deglove it first, and then he can go to town.
Stephen
They
Hawking.
deglove his egg-shaped penis.
Stephen Hawking's like getting fucking beaten up by midgets.
Oh man, I love. I'm a little sad that turned out to be just a joke, but I love the idea of like Stephen Hawking forcing midgets to try and do math equations on a blackboard that's just slightly taller than them, so they can't properly reach it.
Imagine like the robotic laugh, like ha 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 ha.
This gets my dick hard.
I am about to splurge.
Apparently, fucking Stephen Hawking cheated on his wife a shit ton. like,
I want to know.
Did you ever hear stories about that?
No, yeah, I know that. I want to know logistics of that, though. It's like, I'm sorry, women. Nobody should be cheated on in a relationship, but I'm sorry, that bitch had to be pretty fucking stupid for a wheelchair-bound fucking husband to manage an affair.
Well, maybe it was even sadder than that. Maybe it's because he was a wheelchair-bound husband that she couldn't fucking say anything. Because like, what are you gonna say to your friends? Yeah, I think my husband's cheating on me. Fucking Stephen Hawking? How? His legs don't work. His dick don't work. No, his dick works. What do you mean?
Because his big thing was stuff he found with black holes, right? That was like his big work.
Yeah.
So imagine like he was probably going to like uncover like something like about black holes that no one else would, but like instead of doing that, he focused all of his like intellect on like cheating on his wife.
How do I get past this dumb bitch without getting caught?
He has like a decoy made of himself in like a wheelchair facing a window, and meanwhile he's like sneaking out of the house in his fucking like wheelchair,
Yeah, that was the real reason Oppenheimer was throwing all those glasses at the wall. It wasn't to figure out quantum like theoretical physics. It was to figure out the best way to cheat on his wife theoretically.
Isn't it amazing though that like the reason why they destroyed Oppenheimer was he was like legitimately concerned about because it was the real reason why they destroyed him was because he was concerned about the hydrogen weapons, right, which were way more deadly than the nukes he developed. And he's like, isn't it already bad enough we can level a city? Do we really need the power to level an entire country?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, we didn't really care that he was like associated with communists until like, we were worried about him like speaking out against these mega death weapons.
Yeah. The convenience of the times, as it were.
Yeah. And he wasn't.
The times.
He wasn't actually a communist. He was just, he was part of. The
he was one of these like upper crust liberal, like very wealthy, like sort of scientific, like studious people. And whenever you're in that sort of field of the upper crust of society, you get a lot of fucking ass backwards communists.
Yeah, they're definitely in his social circle, but he wasn't.
That's why the one buddy of his was trying so hard to fucking pull him back. He's like, "Hey, dude, I know you think these guys have a good idea or are trying to fight some good cause. Don't trust them. They're not good people.
A lot of the intellectuals got duped into that shit too.
Well, it's because it's the same thing we've been dealing with since time immemorial. We have a bunch of wealthy and affluent people, and even though we have a lot of problems locally, what they would rather do is try to nebulously save the world, so it doesn't seem like they're doing fuck all. When in actuality, they don't actually want to lift a finger to help people. They just want to look like they're doing a good thing without actually doing anything. That's why they donate to all these different charity funds that end up being some sort of laundering firm to funnel money back into their own bank accounts.
Hey, did you know this is our longest, I think, stream that we've done. It's coming up on the 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
Well,
Proud.
Actually, I think maybe one of the ones we did with Austin might be longer.
Probably one of the Doom ones had to have gone longer.
Honestly, that
might have been one of the Gears of War 3 ones too, because those took a while.
So yeah, let me ask you a couple of questions. First of all, I think the next stream we do together would be cool if we did another part of Doom with Austin.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But what would you? Well, I'm sure you probably also want to focus on getting some of your games done that you need to get done. But what were you thinking for our next co-op stream? Did you want to do Dying Light 2? Did you want to jump back? Resident Evil. We did. I think we were talking about doing 5 at some point.
That might be fun. Resident Evil 5 wouldn't be too bad. Like honestly, like we should probably take a break from Dying Light, seeing as it was the one thing we've been playing for almost a year now.
Yeah, we started it October 29th of last year.
Oh shit! Almost a whole year.
And if I remember, I think we were like expecting that to go quicker than Resident Evil, which Resident Evil ended up being quicker than Dying Light.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, like we thought we were taking long, like we thought we were taking long breaks from like Resident Evil 6. Turns out, like, oh no, life can get in the way worse.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to beat Metal Gear. And Metal Gear Solid 4, I can literally beat in like 2 streams because it's
oh yeah,
it's like, oh boy, the last Dying Light I had a Fred Porter Bridges pun, which is kind of ironic now that you've like
finally started playing Death Stranding.
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, finally started playing is an understatement. I haven't checked, but last time I did check a couple weeks ago, he was like 120 hours into the game. So
yeah,
you started playing the same way that like Howard Hughes was like, oh yeah, he was dabbling in aircraft when he was building the Spruce Goose, fucking locked in the movie theater, pissing in a jug.
Yeah, like fucking Christ's sake. Like pretty much, like I haven't even gotten to Mount Knot City yet, and I'm already 303, level 303 on the fucking delivery rating or whatever it is.
You're level 303?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So another thing, folks, that Ray hasn't told you, but I will tell you, I've been autistically building roads. I have turned full Roman. I've become the Pathfinder. I will find the way. I will find the path. I will create the path if I have to. I just love the idea that I've spent so much time building these roads, which everybody had told me that this is some difficult thing you have to do. No, just go fuck with the bandits, knock them all out, steal all their shit, use their shit to build a road.
Yeah, I never understood
And every time I connect the chiral network, I just imagine these people who've been playing this game for a decade all of a sudden just see this big-ass road pop up, and it's like, where did this come from?
I never understood the criticism of like the road building mechanics. I always thought, I know it was time consuming, but I never thought it was like, and I'm looking. I do take the piss out on Fred, like with how much he's invested in the game, but I'm actually glad. Because I was like, I was hoping that the gameplay loop stuck with him, and it did. It landed, and like I am super like as excited as I am for you to get through this game. I'm excited like for you to eventually get a PS5 and play the second game, because like,
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Well,
dude.
I'll fully admit, like the first time I tried jumping in, it didn't exactly work for me. But finally, I've hit this point where it's just like, look, I've put this game off for way too fucking long. I might as well at least try to get to the middle section of the game. Lo and behold, fucking 400 hours later. Hey Fred, what are you doing? I'm building roads. I'm building. I have to. I need this.
The crazy part of the video game industry when it comes to the consoles is like, I mean, Nintendo, I've got issues with their business policies.
I'll be right back.
Okay, you go take your break. You know, Nintendo, I've got my critiques of some of their business policies, but they've got a pretty stable situation with the Switch 2. You know, I don't like the $80 price tag on Mario Kart, but you know, I think they're gonna be fine. Sony, I was like super fucking like angry. You know, I don't know if angry would be the right word. I was like just befuddled by like a lack of bad, or a lack of good business decisions. But Sony has been like, I will give them credit, has been doing a lot better lately. Their last PlayStation Direct, it was like a bunch of really good games, and to their credit, like they have not raised the prices on PlayStation 5s in the US yet. And I hope that they don't, because they have the big selling point of having a pretty competent console, that's, you know, way cheaper now than the Xbox, and you know, only $50 more than the Switch 2. Like I just don't understand how Microsoft thinks people are going to spend 600, like literally the price of the high-end Series X with the 2 terabytes of storage is now, I believe, equal to or more expensive than the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's crazy to me that Microsoft would like. I don't get it. They have all of these IPs, they have all these studios, and it's just like they've committed seppuku. I've never seen. I mean, maybe Microsoft and Sega, ironically, interesting parallel between those two. Between those two companies.
Yeah. Well, it's like part of me has to wonder, like, what goes on in these board, like, how do I say this? What goes on in these boardroom meetings that we don't see? Like, what are these people being told? What lie are they being sold that allows them to so, like, incompetently go against the grain on anything that would be a reasonable business practice for like the video gaming industry? It's just so weird. I was listening to what you were saying about like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, and it legit is kind of like them just like committing suicide, basically, in sort of a metaphorical sense.
Yeah, but especially Microsoft, because like, you know, like I said, like Nintendo has been making some pretty shitty business decisions, but like they have very valuable IPs, and they have, you know, even though overpriced but still very good games. Sony has plenty of problems, but like they still have at least a install base. But like Microsoft, it's like they created this subscription model that, like, you know, I'll admit, at first I was a big fan of Game Pass, but like even before all the shit on you know, came out with layoffs and shit, I was becoming more and more skeptical of it. But like, here's my theory, Fred. I think that Microsoft is gonna try to leverage AI to take over their game development shit, and it's like, I don't think AI is bad. I think AI could be used in conjunction with AI, with like game development. But I'm not one of these like fucking like leftists that are like Luddites. Like, you see these people on Twitter that are like upset that AI is replacing.
Oh, dude, there are people who don't see any benefit to AI whatsoever, and like at that point, like the people who are so against it to the point they won't even humor any sort of argument for it. Like that's where you get people who are like just putting the blinders on because they don't like something. If you don't like it, just say you don't fucking like it. Don't try and like pretend there's any like great big reason why you don't like it. But it's like the people who have the reasonable argument is like the people who are worried about like the fact that ChatGPT recently had a huge like sort of like data leak where a bunch of like their users information got out, or like the fact that like people can take artwork and just like rejigger it in an AI machine and say, okay, no, it's mine, it's different now.
Yeah.
And it's like I get those arguments, but the people who are just like, no matter what, nothing, no, AI can't good in any form. It's like, yeah, that's not true. That's just not true.
What I think they're going to do, though, is they're going to use those H-1B, like, low-skilled Indian cheap labor along with AI to try to replace, actual development.
Well, the problem is, here's what's actually going to happen. They're going to load up on all of these incompetent, unqualified people. They're going to pay them like dirt, so they're going to work terribly. They're not even going to give a shit about the job. And they're going to invest all this money into creating server farms for this AI database. And all it's going to do is burn a hole in their pockets. A bunch of people are going to leave, and then Sony's going to be left holding the bag.
Yeah.
Because investing so heavily into AI, that's a bad idea. There should be an even split if you're planning on doing any sort of AI. Actually, not even an even split. I'd say if you're donating more than a quarter of your like funds and infrastructure to AI, you're gonna go out of business.
So
AI is not that sophisticated yet, so it does not make sense that so many places are investing so heavily into it.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's going to be the .com bubble all over again, where it's like, yeah, there's definitely going to be some, there's going to be some winners from this, like, thing, but it's going to, like, 90% of the AI services people use now are going to be gone in 10 years, and then there's going to be a couple that survive and become really profitable, and then there's going to be a bunch of whole new, smaller scale, because I'll tell you what the real thing about, like, AI's usefulness is. If you have a computer right now, actually, Apple sells a computer that's capable of doing this. It's like expensive, but you think 10 years from now it'll be affordable for like consumers. They have a computer with 512 gigabytes of RAM, which is a crazy amount of RAM, and that can run.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That can run like without any delay the full. It's that Chinese knockoff of ChatGPT. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one. It's like almost as good. From a few months ago. I can't remember the name of it. It was basically a knockoff of ChatGPT though, and it can run it. It can run it locally on that device. It doesn't have to connect to any servers. Whoever manages to like leverage that on like basic consumer devices where that AI is like actually working from your own device, that's gonna make a shit ton of money because people would rather have AI running out of their own computers than on a fucking server farm somewhere.
Well, pretty much. You know what? Like AI reminds me of it. Just reminds me of the new form of the personal data assistant.
Yeah.
Because like we've had AIs and stuff before. They were pretty rudimentary, but there was like AI on fucking live can't fucking talk. LimeWire back in the day, and then you had like chatbots like Cleverbot and shit. So AIs have been out there for the longest time. It's just this is the first time that everybody's tried putting so much money into it.
Well, right now, like that's a very good parallel what you brought up with PDAs. Right now, AI is sort of like the BlackBerry phase. Like when smartphones before the iPhone came out, all the people that had smartphones, they had Blackberries, and then like. Obviously I'm not saying the iPhone is the only smartphone out there, but like when the iPhone came out, it completely changed how like people thought of phones, right? Because then everybody wanted one, and all of the phones today, Android or iPhone, are basically just variants of that original model, right? With the touchscreen and camera. And it's like AI hasn't had that like iPhone moment, or it hasn't had like think of like the NES, right? Like how like the video game industry was going through these ebbs and flows, and then Nintendo comes out with the NES. And that transformed that whole market. Like AI's had some pretty big, like wins and losses, but they haven't had like what they really need is there's going to be a company that takes like the intellect of like ChatGPT, but then like an actual like local robotic assistant, and you're basically going to get fucking iRobot like maybe 20 years from now, and whoever can do that.
Either that or her.
That's gonna be.
Oh man,
That's gonna be crazy.
I've
though.
actually heard that movie is actually halfway decent. Her with Joaquin Phoenix. But
Yeah.
but the ending's super funny because spoilers for a movie that's about fuck me is in that movie like 10 years old by now.
It's 10, 15 years old. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's old, but like spoilers for that movie, like basically the it still cracks me up. The fucking phone breaks up with him. The phone realizes that she's fallen in love with another dude and wants to be like with that other dude as his robot like girlfriend. And basically it forces Joaquin Phoenix to realize, holy fuck, I was legit falling in love with a fucking robot. I'm gonna talk to a real woman.
Imagine.
I know the movie's more depressing and heartfelt than that at the very end, but it's like that's always my takeaway. Just like Joaquin Phoenix having that splash of cold water moment. Just like I damn near asked a phone to be my girlfriend to legitimately spend the rest of my days with me. I would have probably asked her to marry me too. Oh Jesus. Fuck me. Dodge that bullet.
Well, there are people using AI as their therapist, but honestly, and obviously,
as long as it keeps like fucking crazy out of their head and guns out of their hands. I know there's safeguards for most AI, but not all. So if one starts telling you you're Jesus, you just might believe it.
Yeah, but I was gonna say though, I mean, you think about like actual therapists, and maybe the AI isn't any worse because my long standing.
Cut your dick off. Who said that? The AI or the person?
I'll give you the perfect case study, and this is someone that I think has done a lot of good for the world, but also has kind of become a very milquetoast person. Is Jordan Peterson, right? But what was his training? He was a clinical psychologist, right? Isn't there an interesting parallel that someone that was investigating into the human mind and how people think and looking at deranged people in their own kind of way is deranged. There's a sort of interesting parallel with a lot of people get into psychology and psychiatry, and it's almost like they're also damaged goods. A lot of it's kind of reminds me of Tony Soprano's therapist or shrink, right? She was going to a therapist herself.
Because all the shit that she had to deal with Tony.
Yeah. Well, then she bangs Tony. Spoiler alert. Oh shit, we got the
older
credits.
Series.
We got the credits for the following too. Did you skip the credits or are you letting them roll?
Oh, I was just listening and talking. I'm pretty much I'm done with my credits.
All right.
That's a good place to end it anyway. We crossed over the 3-hour mark about probably 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're coming up on 3 hours 20. Yeah, this was a great stream. It was a great conclusion to a very good game.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably one of those things we gotta get used to, like how much of the side content that we want to do in games like this. We definitely need to talk about that next time, because I think we tried to do too much of the side stuff first. But other than that, this. I really like the story of this game. All the side content is really fun. Not a bad DLC that I can remember. Maybe Bozak Horde, but that's just a challenge map anyway. You take what you can get from that one. Yeah. I hope eventually we get to do the following, because that's probably my favorite version of Dying Light besides the base game. And I do like 2. It's just I gotta just sit down and play 2, because 2 got released in that time frame where a bunch of shit got dropped one after another.
Yeah, it was those games that got initially delayed by COVID, but then all came out around the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think we should tackle the following at some point, and we could probably get that done in like 3 or 4 parts. I don't think it would be as long as the
Oh
game.
yeah. Well, if we wanted to do some side content, we'd talk about it. But like, yeah, like mostly we'd probably just gun the story because we can do it.
Yeah. Well,
Wouldn't be hard.
I would say most of the time when we're doing a game that's co-op, we should try to just focus on the main story, unless it's like something where there's like a really compelling side quest, you know?
Yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
because and we could always tell the viewers like, hey, like you should if you play this on your own, like you should really do these side quests. And there's gonna be
Oh
games
yeah.
where like you kind of have to do this. Like, I mean, actually, like
Oh
if you
yeah. If you're playing like a Yakuza game, like you'd only be hurting yourself by not doing at least a few of the side quests in that game.
well, I was gonna think of a really big time sink, Fred. This would only be in the reality where like both you and I struck internet fame and became like full-time streamers. Um, but if that ever happened, I would say the game that we would definitely do is like a, like let's say there's this fucking magical reality where that happens. I'd say the game that make a lot of sense to do like everything with would be like Final Fantasy 14 because that's a great
Oh
game to
yeah.
stream. I mean, you might have a really like well cherished YouTuber you watch that streams the piss out of that game,
Oh, Almighty Lolly.
and he's
I
he's
think he
probably
streams
streamed.
it. He
Yeah,
streams it Mondays, I want to say.
and he plays for like 6 hours at a time, right? And he's probably done at least 500 hours of streaming of that game, right? Because he's
Yeah,
done like
yeah.
close.
I want to say he's probably almost up to basically like where all the main content is right now. I want to say he's caught up.
Is he on Dawn Trail yet?
I think so.
So Dawn Trail is the newest expansion, and it's still good, but the English voice acting in Dawn Trail is atrocious.
Well,
Um,
that's because like mostly because like there was a big old shakeup in like any sort of voice acting world because of the shit that's been going on in like fucking Japanese like media and stuff.
I have a feeling by the next expansion for that game, it'll be fixed again because
We evened out.
yeah, it'll be evened out because I'll tell you what the mistake they made was the first A Realm Reborn had very sporadic voice acting because it was the first part of the game, but all the other expansions like Haven Sword, um, Shadowbringers, and Walker has amazing voice acting, and they used the sort of like London-based voice acting guild, sort of like what the Xenoblade Chronicles series is used, which
Yeah,
has
so basically stage actors and
yeah,
stuff.
really great voice acting. So you know, I mainly play the game with Austin, and he does the Japanese, and I'm like, that's great, but the voice acting in English is so good. Like my rule, with, like the subs versus dubs debate is like, if the English voice acting is actually really high quality, I will do a dub of something. I generally go for subs, and that's not to like shit on like dubs because I think a lot of them are done well. But like that's just my personal preference. But like with Final Fantasy 14's voice acting, I've been very happy with the English dialogue. But I even told him, I'm like, well, when we get the Dawn Trail, which will probably be a couple years from now, because we play like 2 or 3 hours a week, and you think about how long it's gonna take to get the Dawn Trail, it's gonna take quite a while. Um,
Yeah,
I said when I get to that expansion though, I'm switching to Japanese because they went with an LA based fucking agency for Dawn Trail, and
of
it's
course.
you could smell it. Like you could be like, oh
Well, it's like you know exactly why it happened because the LA firm offered a lower price
yeah.
and therefore you get inferior voice acting.
Even like PC Gamer though, which is like a liberal rag, even they were like critical of the voice acting. So
Yeah.
that was bad. That like even they were like, oh, this is not good. It's like I definitely think they're gonna um they're not stupid. I think they're definitely gonna consider that with their next expansion because they've they've basically struck gold in terms of a large player base. And mind you, unless you've lucked out, like it is a subscription based game, so like they're raking in the money. I've given them I've
Yeah.
given them a pretty penny over the last year. So they're not stupid, but at the same time it's like, gee, if only like all these other developers realize that it's literally shooting yourself in the foot when you shit on your audience. And they didn't shit on their audience; they just took bad
Well,
advice.
it's like, it's just like, I don't, like, at the end of the day, I wish I could be a fly on the wall at some of these places. Because I
Yeah,
want to know who's saying what. Because not all the people have to be, like, not all the people can possibly be this incompetent. And they can't all be this actively malicious either. But it's like, who's who? Who's really in control and
yeah.
who's whispering in whose ears?
It's got to be that DEI grant funding that like was uncovered though when Trump cut the USAID shit. Like a lot of the boardroom stuff was probably like, hey, if we don't like do this, what's instructed to us, we're literally going to lose funding and be on like the black. Because I'll tell you, I don't. And this will be my closing thought, and then because I'm sure you probably want to wrap the stream up,
Yeah.
and I do too because I'm tired. But I'm tired.
It's only at 11 something, like
Yeah, sorry, but
11:54,
not
almost
to
12 o'clock.
not to keep this going, but this will be my final point. It's like it's not with a lot of these companies. It wasn't just being strong armed out of like the prospect of making money. Think of the other aspect of like, hey, if you don't take this money and follow our edicts, you're gonna be on the IRS hit list, and that's really damaging for a company.
Yeah.
All right, Fred, you have the final words. You bring us home. All right.
It's just a wacky fucking world. At least there's not zombies marching around. It just
Knock on wood.
someday the predatory practices are going to end, and that's either going to be because all these people have ran out of money or went out of business, or it's because they've finally seen the fucking writing on the wall and get people in who aren't actively trying to tear the company down from the rafters from the inside.
Oh yeah.
It's just a shame because we could be in a golden era now if we weren't trying to fucking screw each other over all the time. It's just weird. I wish we got more games like Dying Light, more games willing to take like chances and make something new, and it looks like we might be getting that. I just hope whatever's going on with Visa, MasterCard, and whatever's going on with censorship in the UK doesn't try to kill it all over again. They're just going in another circle, but hopefully there's a loop out of this one.
Hey, we'll go back to the old days where we send fucking cash in an envelope to these developers.
Yeah, you need a floppy in the mail. Oh
Alright.
God, it can be a CD in a jewel case now.
LGR with Jesus pants.
I would fucking. Oh God, I would be so. I don't even know what feeling I would have like if that started happening again. Like I wouldn't know if I would be happy, if I would find it humorous, if I'd find it sad in some sort of way. But it's like it'd give me something to think about if people just went back to the model where you just sent in fucking money or like fucking paid with a credit card over the internet and got a jewel case in the mail with a new game that you could just pop into your PC and Xbox and that's how you play.
Hey, not to keep this going, but I will say that it does make me think of one thing. It's probably a really important thing to end on. Guys, cash is king. It's always important to have actual tangible cash because
Oh yeah.
all this
Because
digital
who
bullshit.
knows when payment processors will dictate how you spend your own money that you worked for.
Yep.
That they did not fucking work for. That they have the audacity to tell you how to spend when they just sit at their fucking desk at a goddamn call center all day, making more than you would ever see in a month.
Yep. And on that note, folks, it's been a great stream. Fred?
It's been a happy stream.
Yes. You've been watching RW Tech in Dead Wars 2012. Fred, lead us home. Give us the final conclusion.
We conquered Harran. We rised, then he fell.
God fucking speed. In the
That's
words
terrible.
of in the words of a douchebag, there's a great way to end a stream. All right, take it easy, buddy. We'll see.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.
Well,
Oh,
dude.
that was fun. Hey, listen, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm definitely gonna make a concerted effort to beat Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in.